5500 or nestexpressions.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
57 and overcast at 10 o'clock. I'm Paul Rasmussen. A special weather statement from the National Weather Service says wind gusts of 30 to 40 miles per hour are expected this morning ahead of a passing cold front, and the gusts could knock down tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. These winds forecast to subside by midday right now. The winds are out of the south at 13 at the airport with a gust of 28 miles per hour. The military says U.S. forces have boarded another oil tanker in the Caribbean Sea. Now, the pre-dawn action carried out by U.S. Marines in the Navy. The U.S. Southern Command declared there is no safe haven for criminals as it was announcing the seizure of this vessel called the Olena. It is the fifth tanker seized by U.S. forces as part of a broader effort by the Trump administration to control the distribution of Venezuela's oil products on the black market. Mayor Corey O'Connor is looking for street clearing solutions so Pittsburgh residents won't have to worry after the next snowstorm. News Radio KDKA's David Ballarado has the story.
O'Connor met with various departments Thursday. He says between trucks being down and not having enough drivers, they need to figure out things like how to train drivers quicker. And what about putting to use trucks that are just sitting in parks? If GPS trackers are down, why? He says they just need to get their systems working together.
You know, there's a lot that has to be done, and we're not saying that's going to be done tomorrow, but at least we have to set a plan to get us back on square one so that our residents see that we're moving forward.
On another matter, asked about meeting with nonprofits about payments in lieu of taxes, O'Connor says while they've had general conversations even before his swearing in, nothing firm is on his calendar. David Ballarado, News Radio KDKA.
Allegheny County Council President Pat Katina is running for the Pennsylvania House. Katina says he'll campaign for the District 45 seat held by Anita Kulik, who is not running for re-election. Macy's plans to close its Pittsburgh Mills location this year. National reports say the store is among 150 locations Macy's plans to shut down in 2026 as part of a new strategy. Last year, Macy's space in the Fraser Mall was listed for sale. Construction continues on Route 228 in Adams Township. Road crews this week installed new traffic lights at the intersection of 228 and Marland Drive. Those lights will remain covered, though, as construction continues along the roadway. At this hour on Wall Street, the Dow is up 79 points at 49,345. The Nasdaq up 21 points, and the S&P is up 20 points. The Pittsburgh Penguins are mourning the loss of franchise founder Jack McGregor. News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush has more.
Jack McGregor helped turn Pittsburgh into a big league hockey city. A Katanning native, McGregor attended the University of Pittsburgh, served in the Marine Corps, and represented Allegheny County in the state Senate. In 1966, the NHL awarded a franchise to McGregor and a group of investors, including Art Rooney. McGregor became the Penguins' first president and CEO, helping lay the foundation for the team before the group sold the franchise 4 years later. McGregor dropped the ceremonial first puck at the team's inaugural game in 1967 and later said the excitement of that night was unforgettable. The Penguins say his vision and leadership helped lay the foundation for the franchise we know today. He was 91. Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
KDKA Sports tonight. Mount Lebanon hosts Imani Christian on the KDKA Radio High School Basketball Game of the Week. Our coverage starts at 6. The news is brought to you by P.J. Fitzpatrick. 45 years of experience and thousands of five-star reviews. Trust PJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time, 10:04. 57 overcast right now at Pittsburgh International with AAA traffic and AccuWeather next.
So why will your kitchen from Petite be different?
You know, Barry, people get the help they need to visualize the kitchen of their dreams.
What kind of help?
Design help, interior design help, and Petite eliminates the nightmare remodeling for a surprisingly great price.
That's right. No more worries about how, when, or what happens if something goes wrong.
Our installation department eliminates the worries and makes sure the project goes smooth as silk.
It really is from custom creation to expert installation. You get the kitchen of your dreams without the worry.
That's it. A quality new kitchen with some features that you won't find anywhere else and the expertise to make it happen.
Call Petite Kitchen and Bath Design Center today at 412-279-2222.
That's 412-279-2222.
Haven't you waited long enough?
PA 625.
From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. My friend Heather was
Yeah, taking a look at the PennDOT traffic cameras, Parkway East inbound jammed just past Forest Hills. In that congestion, there is a disabled vehicle on the right shoulder, so use caution there. Outbound Parkway East stacking up at Saline Street as you approach the city side of the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. Parkway West inbound slowing at the runaway truck sand pile. The outbound side is clear. No issues right now on the Parkway North or 28. 65 still has a traffic light delay at the McKees Rocks Bridge. With AAA traffic on the 5s, I'm Heather Zambito on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Cloudy, breezy, and quite mild the rest of today with intermittent rain, high 64. Any shower threat ends this evening, then cloudy and cooler overnight, though 36. Tomorrow, cloudy and not as warm with rain at times, high 49. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
If you're struggling with weight and frustrated with dieting each and every year, Mark Patrick Hypnosis can help. Join the over 500,000 people who have attended Mark Patrick Hypnosis with great weight loss results. Mark Patrick Hypnosis will be in Pittsburgh on Sunday, January 11th.
After this hypnosis, I want to eat good food.
Since August, I can honestly say I have not had one potato chip.
It was life-changing for me.
And I don't think about desserts like I used to.
Bridget, how much have you lost now?
I had lost a total of 83 pounds.
Holy cow.
It's easy, it's fun, very relaxing, and very successful.
And I would just say go for it.
Only $59.99. Lose all the weight you want. Sunday, January 11th at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, Pittsburgh, West and Green Tree. Weight loss hypnosis, 11 a.m. Registration, 10:30 a.m. Attend this program and find out how the power of hypnosis can help you achieve your weight loss goals. There's limited seating, so get there early. Learn more at markpatrickseminars.com.
Have an issue in your community? Talk about it now with Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
What's up? Man, I'm going through these. I heard this PSA this morning. I'm going through these shootings. It's unbelievable. I got to play this clip first, and I got to get into these shootings. This clip is actually fascinating, this PSA. And we have been told this before. Just so, as a preface to this, an estimated 5 million children in America live in a home with at least one unlocked and loaded firearm. Damn. We got 3 kids. I have never, and they were all over the place, staying at people's houses, hanging out. I have never done, and it's ignorant on my part, what this radio spot suggests we all should do. Listen to this.
Okay, so before we come over, can I ask a few questions?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have any pets?
Yes, we have a dog, but she's little.
Do you have any unlocked guns around the house?
We do have a gun, but it's stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access. I appreciate you asking.
Yeah, of course. So does Friday work?
Sounds good to me.
Right.
Wow. I know we've never asked if they had a dog. And I'm wondering if you folks have a comfort level asking someone if they have guns, if you think that's intrusive or obnoxious or suggests you don't like guns in houses, which I don't. About 5 million kids, which means your kid could be in that house, live in a home with at least one unlocked and loaded firearm. Wow. About 75% of gun owners store their firearms in an unlocked location, loaded. Wow. Last year, nearly 500 unintentional shootings by children, 160 dead. Wow. 370 injured. Wow. My wife, Christine, I recall, actually fascinating, I recall only one parent ever asking me if we had a gun before their son came over to play with Vince. Have you ever asked someone, 866-391-1020? I'm curious about this. 866-391-1020. But 85% of fatal unintentional shootings with children occur in a house or apartment. 80% of the guns are loaded and unlocked. And they're in common areas, nightstands. Wow. Man. So let me look at this. This is in the last 2 days. A man has been charged after a 3-year-old accidentally shot himself in Norfolk, Virginia. 3-year-old. Child was taken to the hospital. Apartments. Gunshot wound. They found a 3-year-old shot in the face. Wow. He found an unsecured gun in the home and shot himself. Wow. Here we go. Ohio dad in the death of a 3-year-old son who shot himself. This is 3 days ago. I'm just pulling these up. I mean, this happens. I just did a search this morning and the phone went nuts. Here, another one. Durham police. 4-year-old accidentally shoots himself with an unsecured gun at his home. Durham. Serious injuries, North Carolina. The mother was arrested. She let the kid use a firearm that was laying around the house. Wow. Wow. They also found fentanyl in the home. Do you ever ask someone if they have guns in the house? 866-391-1020. One more, and then I'll get the calls. 7-year-old boy, Chicago, shot in the arm by another kid. Stop it. Got his hands on a gun on a nightstand in Chicago. Wow. 4 days ago, boy shot himself after he grabbed a gun left unsecured in his house. Folks, I could go on and on. 2-year-old shot by another kid in North Philly. Wow. Columbus, 7-year-old killed after finding a gun unloaded. Oh no, loaded in the house. 866-391-1020. Do you ask people if they have guns in the house? And are they secured? Or are you afraid to cross that line? Does it make you uncomfortable? I've never thought of it. Ever. Gary, go ahead.
Hello?
Hello.
Yes, I hear you. I don't hesitate whatsoever. I don't even think about asking my neighbors or whomever espouses to have a weapon, whether they have that weapon in a safe place, particularly when they have children. It's an absolute travesty when people are so irresponsible with regard to a weapon, which they are absolutely under the Second Amendment are welcome to. Okay, we have 280 some odd million weapons in this country.
All right, thanks, my man. We actually have 1.5 guns for every American, man, woman, and child in America. Over 400 million. Great call. Horrible connection, whatever the hell that was. You were talking to us from Mars. Play that spot, please, one more time. I want you folks to listen to this and remember it and use it.
Okay, so before we come over, can I ask a few questions?
Yeah, sure.
Do you have any pets?
Yes, we have a dog, but she's little.
Do you have any unlocked guns around the house?
We do have a gun, but it's stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access. I appreciate you asking.
Yeah, of course. So does Friday work?
Sounds good to me.
All right.
Wow. From a local police chief. When my daughter was in grade school, a friend's father asked me about the gun, when his daughter started coming to my house 16 years ago. Good for him. Good for you, Chief. I know you did the right thing. I had no idea there were that many deaths. I had no idea there were that many shootings. Wow. Thousands. I am not picking on gun owners. Get a grip. From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Heather, what's up?
Yeah, a couple of trouble spots. Parkway East inbound is jammed just past Forest Hills, maybe more to the Britton Road overpass, in part because there is a disabled vehicle on the ramp from Edgewood Swissvale toward the end of the ramp, and so vehicles are moving over. Use caution as you approach that. The outbound side of the Parkway East, also seeing some slowdowns approaching Saline Street as you approach the city side of the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. Parkway West inbound slowing at the runaway truck sand pile. The outbound side is clear. And in Penn Hills, an accident has been reported on Frankstown Road. This is near the wood-fired pizza place. It's blocking traffic, not significantly adding to any major roads drive time, but use caution. We're seeing some slippery roads. With AAA Traffic, I'm Heather Zambito on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to the Marty Griffin Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage, no medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ethos.com/term.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
My doctor told me my cholesterol is borderline, so I took control with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula. Garlic helps maintain healthy cholesterol safely and naturally. It's odor and taste-free, and Garlic is a world leader in garlic potency. I'm taking charge of my cholesterol with Garlic Healthy Cholesterol Formula, cholesterol's natural enemy.
These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The term natural references only the garlic in the product. Use as directed.
Vacations begin here at the Pittsburgh Travel Showcase, presented by AAA Travel. Visit the country's largest travel booking show January 23rd through the 25th at the David Lawrence Convention Center. It's a global travel extravaganza with convenient one-stop shopping. Meet top travel representatives. Book your next vacation on the spot. There's exclusive discounts, expert destination speakers, motor coach trips, and a travel store. Dream it, plan it, book it, experience it. Tickets at PittsburghTravelShowcase.com, where your vacation is waiting for you.
Perry Calder Law Firm, the best, folks. 412-281-4200. Call them.
Hair Volume from New Nordic will make your hair look thick and healthy. Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com or in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
Huddle up for some great savings before the big game at Coons Market. We've got delicious subs, deli treats, and our meat department is second to none. Coons Market, a Pittsburgh and big game tradition.
Pittsburgh's 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Check it out. Man, this scares the hell out of me, Patrick. Unintentional injury from firearms, leading cause of death. Adolescents from 0 to 17 years old. My God. About half occur in the home with kids playing with guns or showing it off to another person. And about 80% of the guns are unsecured and loaded. It's unbelievable. I'd have lost that bet. I didn't think people were that stupid or lazy or ignorant. Wow. Almost 200 kids died last year this way. Renee, go ahead. Thanks for your patience.
Hi, Marty.
Hi,
First, I want to give you my condolences. Very sorry for your loss.
Thank you, dear. My sis.
Yeah, I have worked in healthcare my whole adult life, several decades at Presby, and my youngest is 17, and I will say that I have very confidently asked people about those things, pets
nice.
and firearms, when my children have gone to other houses.
Nice.
But furthermore, when people, even though my son's 17, sometimes he has new friends coming over. When I talk to their parents, if that's part of the situation, I always just offer that I don't have any firearms or other weapons in my home, because you can't run it back, you can't rewind it, and you can't edit it. Nice. And if you have an incident like this happen, it's life-altering for everybody involved. So, yeah, I think as a parent, it's just good to get in the habit of, if you think of it, when you're talking to a new family, just saying we don't have any, or we do. We have weapons, but we keep them in a safe that's locked and unavailable to our children.
Because you're right. You're amazingly right. Do you think some people, like myself, feel as if people who have guns believe when you ask those questions, you're kind of coming after them?
They might, but I think a very smart person knows you love your children, and you're just inquiring about safety. It isn't about politics or policies. It's just safety, because as you're saying, these many accidents, it's more than just an accident. It's not happening once a year.
Oh no,
it's happening many, many, many times.
Oh, it's unbelievable.
So I think, I would be, So I think just offering to other parents, hey, by the way, no unsecured weapons in my house.
Thank you. Great call.
You open up the whole conversation.
Great call. And I love your attitude. I was obsessed with guns. Flat out obsessed. My father had a .22 rifle, which ended up being mine. I found it, and I found the cartridges, the bullets, .22 longs, under his bed with the rifle. How about that? The most egregious story I ever heard. Cop, great cop, 6 kids. Had a son who idolized him. And Dad, because he was a great cop, when he got home from work, would put his gun on the top shelf of a closet in their bedroom. Okay? So, the little man watches Dad. Dad hangs up the gun in the closet, thinking it's secured. 6-year-old kid climbs into the closet, grabs the gun, blows his head off. I have never, ever seen so much grief. Ever. It was amazingly dark. I don't have guns. I don't judge gun owners. I've been in 100 homes with guns laying around. I have. I think most people are lackadaisical. And let me say this about boys. They've done these research projects. I know Patrick has seen them. Where they put boys and girls in a room. And the boys go for the gun every time. When we were 14, we hijacked, I use that word, a shotgun and went down the railroad tracks. We lived in Shadyside. The Aiken Avenue Bridge had railroad tracks. And we hunted pheasant and killed a pheasant at 14 years old with a stolen shotgun. What's my point? Boys are boys. And most of these accidents are preventable. And most of the adults out there are too damn lazy to pay attention. But to imagine that we have 200 kids a year dead from this is astounding to me. And horrifying. And unimaginable. And to imagine that it happened in a cop's home. And I'm sitting there with him and his wife. And there are no words to describe that pain, folks. None. Unimaginable, horrifying pain. Please don't make that mistake. And please don't be afraid to ask folks if they have guns in the house and they're unsecured.
Is life insurance part of your New Year's resolution? Listen, if you're young and healthy, it's simple, and any old agent can get it done. But if you're 50 to 60 years old with a touch of wide waistband syndrome or have correlating health glitches, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider. Big Lou doesn't bait and switch you in with young and healthy rates only to clobber you with the truth down the road. $1 million of coverage could be as low as $200 per month. And unlike that treadmill, this one won't collect dust in the corner. Call Term Provider, speak with Big Lou, and find out how much he can save you on your new $1 million life insurance policy. Start this year off with peace of mind by calling Big Lou at 800-200-1966. 800-200-1966. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds, too. For affordable term life insurance, call 800-200-1966 or biglou.com.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back? If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code FRESH to get an extra 35 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FRESH for a 35 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FRESH for a 35 cents per gallon bonus.
Warm up your home this winter with a brand new roof from Home Genius Exteriors. Call now and get 50% off all roofing materials plus 0% APR and no payments till 2027. And for a limited time, you can get free attic insulation. Call Home Genius Exteriors now at 855-UR-GENIUS for your free, no obligation roof and attic inspection. That's 855. The letter U, the letter R, Genius. Home Genius Exteriors, the genius choice in roofing. See website for details.
Hi, I'm Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, America's largest family law firm. During this time of year, difficult relationships sometimes become impossible. If you or someone you care about is facing a family law issue, let us set up a 1-hour Cordell Consult. The Cordell Consult is a meeting with a local attorney who will give you clear guidance about your options, whether it's a separation, a postnuptial agreement, divorce, or custody. CordellCordell.com.
Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell. Licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
So, the best food in this area is in Oakmont right now. The Lot at Edgewater. The Pub at 333. Hofstadt's. Michael A's. Vinny's Tavern. And the place that started it all. Carnivores. I'm telling you, folks, I've eaten at all of them. And my man J.K., the Oakmont Restaurant King, delivers nothing but the best. Oakmont, the best food, the best community. Check it out.
From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
57 with overcast skies at 10:30. I'm Paul Rasmussen. A special weather statement from the National Weather Service says wind gusts of 30 to 40 miles per hour are expected this morning ahead of a passing cold front that seems to be taking place across our area now. Gusts knocking down tree limbs and blowing around unsecure objects is possible. The wind's forecast to subside by midday right now. We had a gust at the top of the hour of 28 miles per hour at Pittsburgh International. A Penn Hill school bus was fully engulfed in flames this morning on Fry Road. This happened a few minutes before 9 a.m. No students were on board at the time, and there were no injuries. Video, though, of the heavy smoke coming from the bus can be seen on KDKA Radio's social media accounts. Fans of the medical drama set in Pittsburgh using exterior scenes around Allegheny County are happy to hear HBO Max is bringing The Pit back for a third season. News Radio KDKA's Paul Alexander has the story.
On the night of Season 2's first episode, HBO Max made the formal announcement that there would be another season. Producer John Wells, a CMU grad, not only makes sure that all of the Pittsburgh references are accurate, so is the medical terminology, according to the Trib media reporter Rob Owen.
It has captured the interest of people all across the country because of its realism, because of its focus on characters, and it's just an extremely well-done show. And the accuracy of the medical elements of it, I think all of those combined to have made it a hit.
Owen was Michael Bartley's guest on KDKA Radio. Paul Alexander, News Radio, KDKA.
Hiring was sluggish last month. The Labor Department says employers added 50,000 jobs in December, nearly unchanged from 56,000 in November. The unemployment rate slipped 0.1%, down to 4.4. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 162 points at 49,428. The NASDAQ is up 139, and the S&P ahead 35 points. KDKA Radio News Time, 10:32. Our next update at 11. I'm Paul Rasmussen on the Voice of Pittsburgh. News Radio, KDKA.
Time now for today's Spotlight on Money, sponsored by University of Maryland Global Campus.
Are you the glue in your workplace?
They tend to get in, figure out what the problem is, sometimes even if it is a morale issue.
Michelle Reisdorf for the Robert Half Company says glue employees tend to be born, not made.
There are a lot of natural qualities that you see in these people.
She adds glue employees need to be recognized by their employer.
You know, acknowledge it in some way, shape, or form, whether publicly or privately.
I'm Rob Hart.
This new year, get started on your next success with University of Maryland Global Campus. Apply by February 11th and get your application fee waived. An accredited state university, UMGC offers online and hybrid classes, along with more than 135 degrees and certificates in fields like business, cybersecurity, healthcare, and more. Gain the skills you need to achieve your career goals. Get your application fee waived through February 11th. Learn more at umgc.edu. Certified to operate in Virginia by Chef.
Crowded waiting rooms, 5 rushed minutes with the doctor. No real answers, just solutions that mask symptoms. For so many, that's what healthcare has become. In and out, no time, no connection. Just another appointment on the schedule. At Pittsburgh Sinus Centers, it's different. They take the time to listen, explain, and design a plan built around you. Because real relief starts with understanding what's really going on, not just treating the surface. From allergy testing to in-office sinus and nasal procedures, their experienced team uses the latest technology and a personal touch to help you breathe, sleep, and live better. Here, you're not just another number. You're the reason they do what they do. Discover a better way to feel better, one that's built around you. Pittsburgh Sinus Centers. Schedule a consultation today. Call Pittsburgh Sinus Centers, 878-231-4950. 878-231-4950. That's 878-231-4950.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Meet Matthew Preston. Inside his apartment, everything he holds dear is protected by Progressive's renter's insurance, like his laptop and a surprisingly valuable collection of baseball bobbleheads. Outside his apartment, his laptop is still protected, as are his bobbleheads, which he carries around with him for reasons no one knows. Renters, the limits of protection aren't just the 4 walls of your home. When you're in Progressive's Protection Zone. Get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers.
From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA traffic powered by Bowser. Heather, what's up out there?
Yeah, heading inbound on the Parkway East, traffic's jammed at the Britain Road overpass. That's due in part to an earlier accident near the Edgewood Swissvale on-ramp. Parkway West inbound slowing at the runaway truck sand pile. No issues on the outbound side. Parkway North and 28 both clear, and 65 mostly up to speed with a minor traffic light delay at the McKees Rocks Bridge. With AAA Traffic, I'm Heather Zambito on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Mainly cloudy, breezy, and very mild for the rest of today with rain at times and a high of 64 to end by evening. Then cloudy and turning cooler tonight, low 36. Cloudy and not as warm tomorrow with on and off rain, high 49. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Join Mark Patrick Hypnosis. Lose the weight or stop smoking, only $59.99. Sunday, January 11th, the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, Pittsburgh West and Green Tree. Weight loss hypnosis starts at 11 a.m. Registration 10:30 a.m. Stop smoking starts 2 p.m. Registration 1:30 p.m.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
14 shootings by immigration officers since Trump started his second term. 14. It's unbelievable. It's a massive increase. 28 incidents overall. 4 people dead. Rhetoric. Gasoline on this fire. And let me play the rhetoric for you. Here's Nome. Listen to Ms. Nome.
You asked about a shooting that we just had in Minneapolis, Minnesota. It was an act of domestic terrorism. What happened, it was our ICE officers were out in an enforcement action. They got stuck in the snow because of the adverse weather that is in Minneapolis. They were attempting to push out their vehicle, and a woman attacked them and those surrounding them and attempted to run them over and ram them with her vehicle. An officer of ours acted quickly and defensively shot to protect himself and the people around him. And my understanding is that she was hit and is deceased.
Okay. She became the judge and jury. She did. Next up, the mayor of Minneapolis.
We're already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is bull. This was an agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying, getting killed. There's little I can say, again, that'll make this situation better, but I do have a message for our community, for our city, and I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite.
J.D. Vance went at it, defending the officer being dragged by a car. Listen, in a previous incident.
ICE officer nearly had his life ended, dragged by a car 6 months ago, 33 stitches in his leg. So you think maybe he's a little bit sensitive about somebody ramming him with an automobile? What that headline leaves out is that that woman was there to interfere with a legitimate law enforcement operation in the United States of America. What that headline leaves out is that that woman is part of a broader left-wing network to attack, to dox, to assault, and to make it impossible for our ICE officers to do their job. If the media wants to tell the truth, they ought to tell the truth that a group of left-wing radicals have been working tirelessly, sometimes using domestic terror techniques to try to make it impossible for the President of the United States to do what the American people elected him to do, which is enforce our immigration laws.
Capital punishment he talks about.
The reason this woman is dead is because she tried to ram somebody with her car, and that guy acted in self-defense. That is why she lost her life, and that is the tragedy. Now, there may be other violations of the law and other penalties that are associated with those violations of the law. For example, if you are funding violence against our law enforcement officers. I'm not a prosecutor. My guess is that's not the sort of thing that earns capital punishment, but it should sure as hell earn you a few years in prison if you're funding the effort to try to assault our law enforcement officers. What is, I'm sorry, guys, what's going on here? You guys are meant to report the truth. How have you let yourself become agents of propaganda of a radical fringe that's making it harder for us to enforce our laws? You just asked me a question that presumed that the reason why this woman died is because she was engaged in legitimate protest. She tried to run somebody over with her car, and the guy defended himself when that happened.
So he's the judge and jury. So Noam is the judge and jury. So the mayor is the judge and jury. Listen, one more, Vance.
The precedent here is very simple. You have a federal law enforcement official engaging in federal law enforcement action. That's a federal issue. That guy is protected by absolute immunity. He was doing his job. The idea that Tim Walz and a bunch of radicals in Minneapolis are going to go after and make this guy's life miserable because he was doing the job that he was asked to do is preposterous. The unprecedented thing is the idea that a local official can actually prosecute a federal official with absolute immunity. I've never seen anything like that. It would get tossed out by a judge. So what I'd like Minnesota to focus on is the real issue that they're encouraging people. Minneapolis officials are encouraging people to commit violence against ICE officials.
Wow. Joining me now, one of my boys, the best immigration lawyer I know, Joseph Patrick Murphy. My brother, the rhetoric ain't helping, is it, sir?
No, not at all. You said it, you hit it right on the head. Gasoline on the fire.
Deadly implications, right?
It is, and it's a real tragedy. You know, that woman had 3 children. I think the husband's passed away. That's 3 orphans now, probably taken care of by the grandmother. The people who worked her up, you know, they didn't care about her. They didn't care about these kids. They didn't care about her situation. And they may have, in fact, preyed on someone who was going through a difficult time, loss of husband. It really is. It's just terrible.
Hold on. I want to jump in there. You said something actually poignant, so I love you. Who worked her up. Address what you mean by that.
Yep. Well, I mean, you know, we talk about the useful idiots, and I'm not suggesting this woman was an idiot. She might have been a perfectly intelligent person. But, you know, the West Texas football there I saw on the screen with armed agents, they're trying to tell her to stop. They're reaching in the car. She's accelerating toward these armed agents. This is not the actions of someone who's thinking clearly. This is purely dealing with this kind of primitive part of the brain that doesn't reason.
Well, these are some of these Range Rover mothers I've seen in Southern California doing the same thing, right? Right?
Yeah, yes. The limousine liberals, all those things they call them sometimes. You know, because what you're doing, look, there is a place for legitimate protest. There's absolutely there is. That would be like at your government offices or outside your senator or congressman or at the headquarters of Homeland Security or something of this nature. We're far off the line of protest and we're into interfering with law enforcement. You know, if a policeman is trying to arrest me, I can't fight back and claim I'm engaged in legitimate protest, and neither can third parties. They have no training, no right to do that. It's high time that some of these people start being charged with crimes. They're just going way too far. You've got a car, you've got guns, you've got agents. This is interfering with law enforcement. If you want to do that, okay, if you want to prevent ICE from doing things you don't like, you can go to law school. Do what I do. Come to my job. But you're not going to do it with force. This is a silly idea. And the people that are telling you to do it with force are dangerous people who, in very few cases, they're not putting their bodies on the line. They're putting yours on the line. And I think you should know better as an adult that you're going to get hurt doing that sort of stuff.
Joseph Patrick Murphy.
Yes.
My man, you had an incident with one of your clients in ICE that got very testy. Describe that, please.
This was in the summertime. The guy had not the best immigration posture. He got a traffic ticket. We were at traffic court. These guys must have known. I don't know if they look at court records, but they were waiting for him. And it was a summer day. We were waiting in the parking lot outside the court. And he walked over toward his car past they were plain clothes. They weren't obviously police of any type. And one started talking to him, then grabbed his hand, and all hell broke loose. The papers went up in the air. This guy ran across 65, ran right into traffic. Across 65, this was up in Leedsdale, across 65 through the woods onto the railroad tracks. And luckily no one got hurt, but I was sure that people running in traffic, they're not focused on what's going on. I was sure somebody was going to get hit by a car. was something, Marty.
As an immigration attorney, do you now see this powder keg every single day, sir? It has become that, hasn't it?
Well, and part of my role in that is to talk people off these kind of rhetorical ledges and say, look, there is a legal process here. It's gotten tighter. It's gotten harder to deal with, but there's still plenty of protection available for people in the United States. As far as the activists and these sorts of people, you know, we, in a sense, we're on the same team.
Yes.
Right. We're here to help immigrants. I'm here to help them follow the law. I would hope that the activists would try and follow the law too, and not, you know, get involved in fights with police officers, all this sorts of stuff. I know it's an emotional topic. I get it's emotional for me. Yes. But you've got to keep your head about you. People are getting hurt, and it's American citizens getting hurt. The immigrants themselves aren't. ICE agents, this is an American citizen. This woman got herself mixed up in that, left 3 babies, orphaned. It's a terrible tragedy. And I'm not trying to downplay that or say it's, so to speak, all her fault. But whoever led her to believe that this sort of behavior was even close to within standards is really cruel.
But also, Joseph, I got to call you on this, my man. Whether or not she's a radical is irrelevant if he wrongfully shot and killed her, sir. He has to be scrutinized too, sir, in his actions, does he not?
So you mean the officer that shot him?
Absolutely.
So I don't think that officer, and I don't think he should have thought for a microsecond about why this person was driving a car at him.
No. By their training, if you pay attention to the law, and I think you should, he is not supposed to step in front of a vehicle. I can send you the policy. And I've talked to federal prosecutors. I've talked to federal agents, state agents, and city cops who say it's a direct violation of policy.
Right. Well, I don't do police policy, but I can tell you it's generally a bad idea. The laws of physics being what they are, you've got a car, a couple hundred horsepower, and a couple tons of steel. I wouldn't want to be in front of one of those.
But what we end up doing is pushing public policy and public opinion through the internet, long before a grand jury or court system, sir. And it hurts people,
the instantaneous media. Sure. Quick decisions are usually bad decisions, and that's what the internet always urges. Look at the soundbite. Here's a judgment. The cops did this on purpose. The quick decisions are always bad ones. That's why lawyers spend hours writing careful legal briefs before court, and then repeat what they said in the briefs in argument, because that's developing and demonstrating careful thinking rather than this kind of impulsive. We talk about that part of the brain that doesn't reason. That's what you saw on display there in Minneapolis. I agree.
Hey, help me out. Let me into your world. You were on the phone about Venezuela yesterday. What was that about? Can you tell me?
Yeah, well, there's been a lot of Venezuelans came in the United States over the last 5 or 6 years, many of them fleeing political persecution. Yes. Many of them came to get a job, right? Because Venezuela was poor. But there's a lot of Venezuelans in this country. President Biden had a program where they could get in here if they had a sponsor. They'd be paroled, the CHNB parole program. And now they're left kind of in the lurch, right? In a sense, they were lured into this country both by laissez-faire immigration policy under the last administration and political pressure, economic pressure. So now they're here. And there's been programs for them, the Cuba, Haiti, Nicaragua, Venezuela parole system. There was TPS for Venezuela, which was terminated in November.
Wow.
And now you have the government in the home country getting shook up pretty good with, the removal of Maduro. It's not clear who's going to be in charge of Venezuela in the near or long term. So Venezuelans here, what do I do? Which way's up?
Wow.
Okay, am I able to stay here? Are there programs that we can apply for to get the green card? Can I get my family out of that place if need be? And that's what that was a live stream for Venezuelans. It was in English and in Spanish. So they could get their questions and answers.
My man, life in the blender. Wow, it never changes for you, does it, brother?
I like it. I mean, lawyers are generally trained to work in stable legal systems based on precedent and things like that. Mine isn't, and I like that. I'm happy with it. A lot of lawyers would hate this kind of work, but I really enjoy it.
Oh, I love it. New game, brother. Thank you. Appreciate you, man.
Anytime, Marty. Thanks for having me on.
Life in the blender. Wow. I didn't even think of this. Will ICE be coming after Venezuelans soon? From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. My friend Heather, what's up?
Yeah, taking a look at the PennDOT traffic cameras. Parkway East inbound still solid from the Britton Road overpass to the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. Parkway West inbound slowing at the runaway truck sand pile. No issues on the outbound side. Parkway North and 28 moving well. 65 still just has that single light delay at the McKees Rocks Bridge. And another accident to report. This one in Donegal on PA 31, both directions between Thompson Road and Turkeytown Road. With AAA traffic, I'm Heather Zambito on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Are you a business owner or self-employed? Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more? Pay close attention. Do not ignore this message. The IRS has unmatched power. They can freeze your bank account, garnish your paycheck, seize your assets, and even shut down your business. If you've received a notice or think one is coming, the clock is already ticking. Every day you wait, penalties grow, and the problem gets worse. Call Federated Tax today. We'll connect you with an experienced tax professional who will negotiate directly with the IRS on your behalf. You may qualify for IRS hardship programs like the Fresh Start Initiative or many other programs that can stop garnishments, stop bank account seizures, reduce or even eliminate penalties, and lower your settlement amount. The IRS won't wait, and neither should you. Call Federated Tax today. 800-300-7345. The call and consultation are free. That's 800-300-7345. 800-300-7345.
Colin Dunlap on KDKA.
As they're raising tolls for the honest people, get a load of this. The Pennsylvania Turnpike has $237 million in outstanding toll rate now. So why are we being honest? Why do you pay Easy Pass? It would seem to me that not all of those people are just forgetting.
Weekdays 2 to 6 on the Voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Hey, this is Lisa from Nest Expressions Window Fashions. Not only do I have the largest Hunter Douglas gallery in the tri-state area, not only am I the most passionate drapery designer in Pittsburgh, now I am excited to offer you the finest economy line of blinds, shades, and shutters from Ulta, a Hunter Douglas-owned company with the same lifetime warranty. Call right now, 724-933-5500 or nestexpressions.com.
Here's your Jill on Money question of the day.
Brian from New England asks, I'm 51 and my wife is 52. We have $600,000 in pre-tax 401ks, and I will eventually have a pension that will pay at least $90,000 per year. I'm wondering if we should go fully Roth. We both have Roth options at work. Brian, given the nice chunk of pre-tax money that you already have saved, plus that big pension in the future, I would absolutely make the switch to a Roth. Come retirement, I think you'll be very glad to have a mix of assets, including a pot of Roth money that will not be subjected to any taxation.
Have a question? Go to JillOnMoney.com.
For a balanced menu of politics, policy, and pop culture, follow and listen to The Takeout with me, Major Garrett, on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
He's live, he's local, he's Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Man, it's a hell of a moment in American history. Add to that the two shootings last night in Portland with Border Patrol. A hell of a time in American history. I would not, under any conditions, want to be an ICE agent right now. I find it horrifying that they put this man's, who's involved in that shooting in Minneapolis, his picture, his address, his home phone, on blast, all over social media. Put a bounty on his head. I would not, under any circumstance, want to be an ICE agent right now. Go back a year and a half. Talk to an ICE agent. Who? Where? Did you ever see one in Pittsburgh? No. Did you ever hear of one anywhere? No. There's no way in hell I would do it. And finally, the philosophy of the Trump administration. This aggressive, screw you, you're going to jail, we don't care mentality is not working. This strong arm, we're taking you down, we're spraying you with yellow gas, we're arresting your ass, is not working. Americans are afraid. And now American citizens with 3 kids are being shot and killed. Whether or not she was a willful protester is irrelevant. Think of the protests you were at in your life in the 60s or the 70s. Think about it. So you've been shot and killed. 4 dead in Ohio. Sound familiar? Kent State. Folks, this is not working. And for the protesters, do you really want to die? To be a jagoff? What do I mean by that? I watched 2 hours of CNN yesterday. Trevor, pull that sound of that woman lecturing the ICE agent from X for me, please. Annoyed the hell out of me. Did you see it, Patrick? Lecturing him. Right?
Yeah, she was at a line of ICE agents.
Right.
Probably, 24 of them?
Annoying the hell out of them. Or the jagoffs throwing water bottles at them.
Water bottles, fireworks.
Screaming, F you, I hate you, fireworks. At some point, folks, the bow breaks. And when the bow breaks, someone falls. And people get hurt. Both sides suck right now. And it's horrifying to watch. And it scares the hell out of me. It's just horrible.
It's the little things. The information you need. People you know. The little things that make a big difference. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
Vacations begin here at the Pittsburgh Travel Showcase, presented by AAA Travel. Visit the country's largest travel booking show January 23rd through the 25th at the David Lawrence Convention Center. It's a global travel extravaganza with convenient one-stop shopping. Meet top travel representatives. Book your next vacation on the spot. There's exclusive discounts, expert destination speakers, motor coach trips, and a travel store. Dream it, plan it, book it, experience it. Tickets at PittsburghTravelShowcase.com, where your vacation is waiting for you.
Hola, amigos! It's the big noise, Brad Evans from BetMGM tonight. Listen Monday through Friday starting at 6 p.m. Eastern on Westwood One Sports as we cover the biggest sports stories from coast to coast. Get insights on the NFL playoffs, college basketball conference races, and more. Download the Odyssey app now and listen from anywhere. BetMGM tonight, live and interactive, presented by BetMGM. Tune in, Team Huevos.
As a mom, comforting my family is what I do best. Vicks Vapor Stick provides soothing, non-medicated Vicks Vapors in an easy-to-apply stick, and it dries fast, so there's no mess. I use it to comfort myself and my family.
Thanks, Mom.
Vicks Vapo Stick, soothing comfort for the whole family. And try Vicks Vapo Shower Max for steamy Vicks Vapors when you need more comfort for yourself. Use as directed.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA. Covered by JP Roofing and Siding. Pittsburgh's #1 platinum roofing company.
Hey, I'm Sam.
And I'm Calvin. With Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks.
You ever wait way too long for a haircut and finally get one and think, why didn't I do that months ago?
Oh yeah. Suddenly you're walking taller, smiling bigger, and feeling like a new person.
That's exactly what it feels like when you finally replace that old roof or deck. You don't realize how bad it looked or how much better it could be until it's done.
And when it is, your whole house feels fresh again.
Give your home that clean-cut confidence with a new deck, roof, or siding project.
Call the Cousins.
Call the Cousins.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Overcast and 60 at 11 o'clock. I'm Paul Rasmussen. A special weather statement from the National Weather Service says wind gusts of 30 to 40 miles per hour are expected this morning as a cold front is passing through. It's happening around now. The gusts could possibly knock down some tree limbs and blow around unsecured objects. Last report from the airport had south winds at 16 with a gust of 26 at about 10 before the hour. Now, the military says U.S. forces have boarded another oil tanker in the Caribbean Sea. The pre-dawn action carried out by Marines and the Navy is part of the Trump administration's attempt to control the distribution of sanctioned oil by Venezuela. The U.S. Southern Command declared there is no safe haven for criminals as it announced the seizure of the vessel called the Olena. It's the fifth tanker seized by U.S. forces. A Penn Hill school bus was fully engulfed in flames this morning on Fry Road. This happened a few minutes before 9 a.m. 40 students were on board and exited the bus safely. There were no injuries. Video of the heavy smoke coming from that bus can be seen on KDK Radio's social media pages. Also, an overnight crash in Robinson Township left a pickup truck leaning on its grill against the side of an apartment building. Happened around 4 a.m. at the Chestnut Ridge Apartments along Ridge Road. One person was taken to a hospital, condition unknown. First responders believe the truck went off Bayer Road, came through a field, and went down an embankment to the apartment complex. Mayor Corey O'Connor is looking for street clearing solutions, so Pittsburgh's residents won't have to worry after the next snowstorm. News Radio KDKA's David Ballarado has that story.
O'Connor met with various departments Thursday. He says between trucks being down and not having enough drivers, they need to figure out things like how to train drivers quicker. And what about putting to use trucks that are just sitting in parks? If GPS trackers are down, why? He says they just need to get their systems working together.
You know, there's a lot that has to be done, and we're not saying that's going to be done tomorrow, but at least we have to set a plan to get us back on square one so that our residents see that we're moving forward.
On another matter, asked about meeting with nonprofits about payments in lieu of taxes, O'Connor says while they've had general conversations even before his swearing in, nothing firm is on his calendar. David Ballarado, News Radio KDKA.
Macy's plans to close its Pittsburgh Mills location this year. Reports from Axios and The Street say that store is among 150 locations. Macy's plans to shut down in 2026 as part of a new strategy. Last year, Macy's space in the Fraser Mall was listed for sale. Allegheny County Council President Pat Katina is running for the Pennsylvania House. Katina will campaign for the District 45 seat held by Anita Kulik, who is not running for re-election. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 130 points at 49,396. The NASDAQ up 125, and the S&P is ahead 27 points. Some of the Steelers fans gearing up for the playoffs are picking up their black and gold gear in the Strip District. Here's News Radio KDKA's Tamira Rush.
At Yinder's in the Strip District, Steelers fans are already getting playoff ready. And owner Jim Cohen says business has been nonstop. Fans are snapping up hoodies, hats, and rally towels, and even gear for kids and pets. But Cohen says 2 new shirts are the hottest items in the store.
We have lots. We have the Kings of the North, and right now our most popular shirt is the Immaculate Holy Water shirt because people are so excited, and it's a nice little twist. And it's good for the city.
And Cohen isn't just confident, he's hopeful. He's predicting a Steelers win on Monday night and says he's even calling on Father Maximilian Maxwell to sprinkle a little extra holy water for good measure. Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
In KDKA Sports, tonight Mount Lebanon is hosting Imani Christian on the KDKA Radio High School Basketball Game of the Week. Countdown to tip-off starts at 6. The news is brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick with their famous lifetime warranty on materials and labor. Trust PJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time, 11:04. 60 and overcast, breezy now in Pittsburgh. AAA traffic and AccuWeather next.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. Medicare is most confusing the first time you enroll, whether you have a 65th birthday upcoming or you're looking to finally retire. That's why I love MediConnect, a team of Pittsburghers that can speak Medicare in a language you can understand, so you can be confident you got the right coverage. They work with every insurance company around here, and there is never a fee. I'm serious. 888-818-6334. MediConnectInsurance.com. Hey, folks, Marty here, Voss TV and Appliance. You'll find the best prices and selection, name brand TVs and appliances. Third-generation family business. that's built on relationships, not commissions. From sales, installation at Voss, Rick, Matt, the entire Voss team are experts who know appliances and TVs inside and out. They won't leave you hanging after the sale. Visit Voss, South Hill Showroom, 412-650-VOSS, 412-650-VOSS. The best prices guaranteed.
At PJ Fitzpatrick, you don't have to pick between affordability and quality. You can get American-made windows that are beautiful, affordable, and energy efficient. PJ Fitzpatrick has a variety of financing packages that work with any budget. Plus, they provide peace of mind with a lifetime guarantee on materials and labor for your new windows. You can have it all. Visit TrustPJ.com for a free design consultation. That's TrustPJ.com.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, it's Irish, powered by Bowser. My friend Heather, how are you?
Doing well for me, and our roadways are doing pretty well. Just a couple of slow spots. Parkway East inbound still jammed at Edgewood Swissvale. That's due in part to an earlier accident that was blocking part of the on-ramp from Edgewood Swissvale. That's been cleared, but we're still seeing residual delays. Parkway West inbound slowing at the runaway truck sand pile. The outbound side is clear. No issues right now on the Parkway North or 28. 65 mostly back up to speed. Minor traffic light delays in both directions at the McKees Rocks Bridge. With AAA Traffic, I'm Heather Zambito on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Breezy and unseasonably warm the rest of today with clouds and rain at times, the high 64. A stray evening shower, mostly cloudy overnight and turning cooler, low 36. Cloudy and not as warm tomorrow with periods of rain, high 49. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
My name is Whitney Allen. I am a widow. My husband, Ryan, died. We never thought in a million years we'd have to use life insurance. The unexpected happened. With Ethos, it is so fast and easy. It's 100% online. You can get a quote in seconds, apply in minutes, and get same-day coverage. No medical exams, and you can get up to $3 million worth of coverage through Ethos.
Get your free quote at ethos.com/term. That's ETHOS.com/term.
Time spent on application may vary. Online health questions required.
Staples presents That Was Easy.
This year, it was important for my business to start strong.
Starting week is not recommended.
But first, I needed a lot of stuff for the office.
Sounds like a shopping spree.
I just went to Staples. They have great prices on everything, like ink, toner, printers, paper, and chairs. And now, you can get up to 30% off select HP printers.
Up to 30% off HP printers? Am I on a hidden camera show?
No.
Well then, let's go Staples.
That was easy.
Shop Staples in-store, online, or on the app. Ends 131. Select models only.
Join Mark Patrick Hypnosis and lose the weight or stop smoking. Only $59.99. Weight loss hypnosis Sunday, January 11th at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, Pittsburgh, West and Green Tree at 11 a.m. Stop smoking hypnosis at 2 p.m. Sign up at markpatrickseminars.com. Walk-ins welcome. Register 30 minutes before.
The following is an editorial by KDKA Radio Senior Vice President Market Manager Michael Spacciapoli.
Shocking, devastating, seismic change. Those words came in reaction to Wednesday's news that the Post-Gazette will cease operations in early May. Why? Block Communications says it has lost more than $350 million over the last 20 years. The company also says court decisions requiring the PG to honor a labor contract more than 10 years old means the newspaper is facing continued losses that are unsustainable. When contract talks with the Newspaper Guild broke down more than 5 years ago, Block imposed terms and conditions of employment leading to a 3-year strike. The Post-Gazette was later found to have bargained in bad faith. The loss of a paper with roots in the late 1700s cannot be estimated. Subscribers are losing a primary source of journalism. In addition, around 500 employees will be without jobs this spring. Worse, Pittsburgh will no longer have a newspaper of record. Perhaps this story will have a different ending and the PG will continue in some form. Regardless, we vow to step up our game as the city's only full-service radio station, delivering timely and unbiased news and information and holding those in power accountable.
This has been an editorial by KDKA Radio Senior Vice President Market Manager Michael Spacciapoli. To view a transcript, go to kdkaradio.com.
It's Marty Griffin on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Big Boss back, bringing it. Spot on, brother. Let me play you something. I preface this sound by telling you this. I've been screaming hallelujah to the high heavens about Corey and opportunity, about $2 billion in deals signed for work in the city since Monday because Corey's in office, including one massive hotel and one boutique hotel. It's all a secret. Don't tell anyone. Massive opportunity. However, unless they fix this, you can build 40 hotels. It won't mean squat. What do I mean by this? Listen.
Delta 46, bike 17, bike 18, bike 21, bike 23. Start to Market Square. Callers reporting that he heard approximately 3 shots in that area. There's multiple people with juveniles running. We got no further information on it right now, except that there's yelling and screaming in the background.
Delta 84, we all copy. Bike 17?
Bike 17, go ahead.
What's your caller name?
We have 4 different callers on this. We have...
Copy. Chipotle, was there a better location maybe?
It says that there's a group that went down Forbes. They did mention a female actor wearing a brown sweatshirt, black pants, black boots, and that there was a fight. A lot of people just scattered once they heard that.
The crap show continues. The elephant in the friggin' room. My man, you build whatever the hell you want downtown. I ain't coming downtown with my wife and kids until I know it's not going to be gun smoke. My boy, Jim K. Right on, right, brother?
That's it, man. It's time to power wash the streets a little bit.
Hey, my man, until we get control of the hoodlums, the teen freaks, the car thieves, the gun thieves, the drug dealers, the fight mongers, it ain't going to work, is it, brother?
No, it's not. We just had a family discussion on where we're moving to because Allegheny County is failing, and so is the city. So the city's going to increase 30% tax, and that's just going to get the head above water so they can breathe.
Right.
And then the county increase their tax just so that they can breathe. But they're not responding to the people's needs. Okay, they're not representing them properly. So bringing in the hotels and all the businesses, God bless Corey. I'm happy for him. Really succeed. Okay, but he needs to up his game on law enforcement immediately. He needs to flood the streets, go back to the beat cops.
Hell yeah.
You have to have beat cops. You know, they're walking in and out of everybody's store. Hey, how you doing? You know, it's community relations. You know, they know their kids, their grandkids. How was school? How did that test turn out? It's amazing what you can learn as a beat cop. Hey, I got these problems. These kids are doing this. Hey, I got this problem. These 3 kids are doing the same thing over there. You can't believe the true pipeline that comes to the police from the citizens that way. A beat cop is a great standard. I don't know when it was, 94 or 5 maybe, when they hired 600 city cops from the old Vietnam layoff, and they had to hire 600. They didn't have nowhere to put them and didn't have cars, so they put them in the streets at downtown. And back then, there was a huge problem like we have now with the schools dumping all the kids at 2:30, 3 o'clock in the middle of the street, and it was chaos. I swear to God, it literally stopped within a week. You didn't hear anything from them kids after you start scooping a couple of them up, and everywhere they're looking, on every corner, there's a cop, okay, ready to take action. Okay, so these are the things we need. Because
But, Jim K., we haven't seen one judge throw the hammer down to make sure these teens go to jail instead of home to mommy with a gun in their hand.
No. So build a nice hotel and let people squat in front of it and take a crap in front of the front door all day. Sure. Yeah, see how much business you're going to get. Okay, let's clean it up. Let's work with the cops. Let's start incarcerating people. The mayor needs to go have conversations with the judicial system. He needs to have get an explanation like, why are the criminals not going to jail? Why do they keep getting out and repeat offender? You know, it's going to get worse.
And they meet at the same place every day, and then they get out of school, then they beat the hell out of each other, and if they get the chance, they shoot each other. Why the hell wouldn't you move the bus stops outside the city, which I would do today, and tell these schools, if this continues, we're shutting you down today?
Yeah, make an attempt. Some kind of attempt, make some kind of a move. Put them over in a giant parking lot in the south side with couple hundred yards of wide open space. Pull up in the buses, unload them, put them on a Port Authority bus, and send them. Don't give them the opportunity to create crime and destruction. Get them out of the element. Pull them away from the opportunities that they have. When you dump 200-300 kids in the middle of the city at one time, my God, what do you think is going to happen? They just got out of school. They're all wound up.
Let me say this. I got out of school, too, and I didn't shoot anybody. This is about a cultural issue and a societal issue as well. And these idiots aren't raised properly, and they don't have guns and drugs and money. But the mayor, can you hang, ma'am?
Yes, sir.
All right. I got a lot to get to. I got to also ask him about what happened with ICE and what's happening with agents and what's happening across America. And would he be a cop today, right now? From the P.J. Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic, powered by Bowser. Heather, what's up?
Yeah, taking a look at the PennDOT traffic cameras. Parkway East inbound still solid around Edgewood Swissvale. That's residual delays from an earlier accident. Parkway West inbound slowing at the runaway truck sand pile. The outbound side is clear. Parkway North and 28 both moving well. 65 just has traffic light delays at the McKees Rocks Bridge. 51, some stop and go through the red lights as you approach the Liberty Tubes. And we are getting reports of some wet roads and small accidents throughout the area. So if you're driving on a wet road, use caution. With AAA Traffic, I'm Heather Zambito on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter? Right? And the best part? They accept Discover. Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Here's the latest from the KDKA Community Message Board.
Vacations begin here at the Pittsburgh Travel Showcase, presented by AAA Travel. January 23rd through the 25th at the David Lawrence Convention Center. There's exclusive discounts and convenient one-stop shopping. Dream it, plan it, book it, experience it. Tickets and details at PittsburghTravelShowcase.com. PA 211 is a free confidential service available 24/7. If you're facing challenges with basic needs like food, insecurity, housing, or utility bills, help is just a phone call away. Dial 211 or go online to pa211.org to connect with local resources today. New to Rivers Casino? Join now and earn up to $1,000 free slot play. Stop by Rush Rewards on your next visit to start earning today. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Details at KDKARadio.com.
Hi, I'm Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, America's largest family law firm. During this time of year, difficult relationships sometimes become impossible. If you or someone you care about is facing a family law issue, let us set up a 1-hour Cordell Consult. The Cordell Consult is a meeting with a local attorney who will give you clear guidance about your options, whether it's a separation, a postnuptial agreement, divorce, or custody. CordellCordell.com.
Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell. Licensed in Missouri and Illinois only.
Hair Volume from New Nordic will make your hair look thick and healthy. Hair Volume is available online at Amazon and NewNordicUSA.com or in the hair care aisle at your local CVS.
A true spa bathroom isn't just about water pressure. It's about the view. Make your shower the crown jewel of your home with a custom frameless glass enclosure from Boulevard Glass and Metal. Check out their easy, hassle-free quote request at boulevardglassandmetal.com. Simply pick a layout, answer a few questions, and send it. They'll get back to you with a price. Or call 412-621-1799. See the difference at boulevardglassandmetal.com.
Huddle up and get ready for some big game savings at Coons Market at our incredible cafes, Banksville Road and McKnight Road. Over 600 varieties of your favorite beers, microbrews, craft beers, and more. Coons Market, a Pittsburgh tradition.
Vacations begin here at the Pittsburgh Travel Showcase, presented by AAA Travel. Visit the country's largest travel booking show January 23rd through the 25th at the David Lawrence Convention Center. It's a global travel extravaganza with convenient one-stop shopping. Meet top travel representatives. Book your next vacation on the spot. There's exclusive discounts, expert destination speakers, motor coach trips, and a travel store. Dream it, plan it, book it, experience it. Tickets at PittsburghTravelShowcase.com, where your vacation is waiting for you.
Hear about it, then talk about it. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Jim Kay has been in law enforcement more than 40 years, knows more than most people will ever imagine, and I trust him with my life and all of his vital information. I want him to listen to this clip. This is life as an ICE agent. This woman lecturing them for the theater of it. Listen to this crap.
Murdering a mother of a 6-year-old child, you're in the wrong place in your soul. God help you. God help you. Every one of us has to look at what the choices we make in this world. We have to look at the decisions we make. No amount of money is worth what happened. No amount of money is worth taking fathers away from their families so they can't work. No amount of money is worth it. It's walk away. You can walk away. You don't have to do this.
So can you, ma'am.
You really don't have to do this.
Have a good day.
You don't have to do it. Everybody has to follow their own conscience. Everyone has to follow their conscience. Everyone has to do what's right in front of their God, in front of their soul, in front of themselves. That's what you have to do. You have to grapple with the fact that a 37-year-old mother was murdered by ICE yesterday in cold blood. She left a 6-year-old son. Her son's named Emerson. Emerson does not have a mother today. Emerson doesn't have a mother today because one of you murdered a woman in cold blood yesterday. Emerson does not have a mother today. Don't smirk at me, man. Don't smirk at me. I can see the smirk behind that. Don't smirk. The death of a woman is not smirkable thing.
She's within a foot or two of the ICE agents, and she's lecturing them for the theater of it. For the theater of it. Oh, he can't hear that. Jimbo.
Yes, sir.
So this woman's going up and down the line, lecturing the ICE agents. They're murderers. Walk away. It's the theater of it. How the hell, for a guy that's lived his life in law enforcement, how the hell can they do this right now?
Good question. I've been there on that. I've been on that line. G20 strikes. You name it. Okay. You know that they're initiating all these allegations. Oh, you're this, you're that. You know, they just get a response so that they can get their video footage and put it on YouTube.
Theater.
And back everybody. That's their whole plan. That's the only thing they want to do. They want the footage. They want the craziness. They want to get arrested because you ever seen anybody get arrested? If they don't want to get arrested, it's not a pretty sight. It's a struggle. It's a fight. Things happen. People get hurt. There's scratches and bruises and some blood involved at times, okay, because that guy don't want to go to jail, and you're doing everything you can to take him to jail. So being that guy on the line, you know, for weeks or months now or most of this year, you know, they're getting spit on. They throw bags of urine on you. You get red bricks. You get water bottles filled with feces thrown at you, cut on the side so they spread everywhere. I've had all that. Dog crap, you know, shoved in your face. Okay? Been there, done that. It's not a fun place to be. These guys are holding the line because they care, and they're trying to enforce the law and do what they're instructed to do with legal law enforcement.
But here's what's happening, my brother, because you're smart. the rhetoric is just as dangerous. It's made them the enemy, and that's dangerous as hell, man.
Yeah, it doesn't help when you got politicians going on calling them a murderer, the execution, all that stuff.
Right on.
You know, got the other side, they're saying they're this, they're that, you know, these liberal lunatics. You know, we got to tone this down somewhere, somehow. Maybe bring back the debate class to high school or something, teach people how to talk to each other.
The Wall Street Journal suggests today, and I love the Wall Street Journal, they're very fair, that the tactics are too aggressive. Considering you're going after non-violent offenders, and now we're creating violence with the theater of this. What do you say as a guy who's been on that line?
I disagree with him. So if you want to have an argument or a fight, take me to court. Let's go to court, okay? I just had to laugh. Somebody sent me a text that I never heard you called smart before.
Well.
That's beautiful. I lost my train of thought, brother. Help me out.
Would you have your son do this job, ICE?
Absolutely not.
Why?
No. There's no respect for law enforcement.
Man. There really
isn't. No respect.
There really isn't.
There's no respect for the law, authority. Okay, there's procedures. You know, I try to tell everybody, like, you get pulled over on a traffic stop. That's not your part. That's not your time to fight and argue. He's accusing you of committing a crime or traffic violation. He's not the executioner. You have a chance to voice your opinion, and that's when it goes in front of the judge. And you go in front of the judge. That's when you can speak, okay, in a structured environment, and you can get something accomplished.
And
okay,
let me ask you this before I lose you, because this is important. Because you love Ron Layton as I do. It's his sense, in the sense of Pittsburgh cops that I know and state cops that I know and a couple feds that I know, that ICE doesn't have the required experience, background, and or training to do what they're being asked to do right now. What do you say?
I don't know.
I know.
I can't comment on. I don't know what their training level is and experience and so forth. I know what I went through, and, you know, I updated in classes and college courses every single year. I made it a point to educate myself my entire career. I don't know what they have to go through, but it doesn't help matters whenever the streets are filled with protesters and people following them, and, you know, they're blocking them in, and, you know, they're
to Kent State, my man. I mean, it's America and a protest society, and now people are getting killed, and it sucks on both sides. It just does.
It's horrible.
It's horrible.
It's horrible. It shouldn't be this way right now.
No.
You know, the shooting aspect of it, you know, everybody's going to evaluate this forever.
I got to ask you this before I lose you, because this is important, and Patrick makes a hell of a point. Wouldn't it help if the local cops were there to take care of the local citizens so that the feds don't get their asses kicked like this? Wouldn't it help if they worked together, sir?
It would absolutely help. That's how it's supposed to work.
Hell yeah.
Okay? Let them go do their job, and let the local police deal with the local community. You know, at times they know most of these people. It makes it easy to get things done, and, you know, get rid of the crazy rhetoric and maybe have an actual conversation. Okay, these are local cops; they're not the feds, so it would diffuse the situation tremendously. But these guys,
I gotta go.
Answering the call.
I love you, man. Thanks.
Yes, sir.
You're the smartest guy I know. Tell your friends you ain't that dummy.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-518-3899. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 five-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-518-3899. That's 800-518-3899. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
60 with overcast skies. It's 11:30. I'm Paul Rasmussen. Federal agents were involved in a shooting Thursday in Portland, Oregon. Homeland Security says Border Patrol agents were conducting a vehicle stop when a person in the country illegally tried to run them over after they identified themselves. The man and woman in the vehicle were both wounded, and there's no word on their conditions. Homeland Security says the driver is a Venezuelan gang member who was also involved in a recent shooting. With a new administration in the city, what is the policy when it comes to immigration enforcement? Mayor Corey O'Connor told KDKA-TV,
"We are not going to have that partnership in Pittsburgh."
Republican Committee Chairman Todd McCollum argues the city can't ignore federal law. A Penn Hill school bus went up in flames this morning on Fry Road. This happened a few minutes before 9 a.m. 40 students were on board a bus heading for Penn Hills Elementary when it became disabled. After the children were transferred to another bus and were on their way, smoke started coming from the first bus and it was quickly engulfed in flames. Images and video from the scene are on KDKA Radio's social media pages. A Westmoreland County woman is accused of giving psychedelic mushrooms to children. The DA's office says 35-year-old Krista Coons offered them to several kids on a camping trip in 2024, also allowing them to hang out of a moving vehicle as she was driving. The children told detectives they felt delusional after eating the mushrooms. Coons is charged with endangerment and drug charges. Hiring was sluggish last month. The Labor Department says employers added 50,000 jobs in December, nearly unchanged from 56,000 in November. The unemployment rate slipped 0.1% to 4.4. On Wall Street, the Dow is ahead 130, make that 183 points at 49,449. The Nasdaq up 159, and the S&P is up 35 points. KDKA Radio News Time 11:32. Our next update at noon on the Voice of Pittsburgh, News Radio KDKA.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in tax debt? Do not ignore this message. The IRS has more power than any collection agency in America. Often without warning, they can garnish your wages, levy your bank account, place a lien on your home, seize assets like your business, and revoke your passport. Every year, thousands lose their paychecks overnight or have their assets seized because they waited too long. You don't have to face the IRS alone. Call Federated Tax today. We'll connect you with an experienced tax professional who will negotiate with the IRS on your behalf. You may qualify for IRS hardship programs like the Fresh Start Initiative or many other programs that can stop garnishments, stop bank account seizures, reduce or eliminate penalties, and lower your settlement amount. You deserve to maintain your life. Don't let the IRS take it over. Make the call today to Federated Tax, 800-300-7345. The call and consultation are absolutely free. 800-300-7345. 800-300-7345.
John Perry has some of the biggest wins of any lawyer ever in Pennsylvania. Perry Calder, 412-281-4200. Why? AI, attorney intelligence. He has investigators. He has doctors on staff to investigate your case, and they win. They're the best in the region, and he's got both of his sons working for him. Family success, attorney intelligence, Perry Calder, 412-281-4200.
Honey, I found the perfect place for my parents and us.
Where?
St. Barnabas. For us, the Woodlands Carriage Home Community. And for my parents, condominium-style living at the Village. My folks will love the Village. There's an indoor mall with shops, restaurants, and more. And we can relax, knowing they're safe and secure.
That's what I plan to do when we move to St. Barnabas. Relax.
Call 724-444-5568 or visit stbarnabascommunities.com.
Hey, it's Andrew Filipponi. Guys, the best thing I did in 2025 was get a new garage floor from Comer and Cross. It completely transformed my garage. It's given me new space in a new room in my house. I can't believe I waited as long as I did to get in touch with the great people at Comer and Cross. But hey, better late than never. And right now, they've got their preseason sale going on. Comer and Cross, you're going to get a phenomenal price, and they're going to install it when you want it on your terms. They make it so simple. It's cold outside. They're going to take all the stuff out of the garage for you and secure it so you don't have to do it yourself. They fix all the cracks perfectly. And the best part is all of this gets done, and I know from personal experience, in one day. So go with the pros at Comer and Cross. They don't subcontract out. Call them now at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR and lock in your preseason price and installation when you want it. That's 1-800-NEW-FLOOR, 800-NEW-FLOOR, or go to COMERCross.com.
From the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center, AAA Traffic. Heather, what's up?
Yeah, the Parkway East inbound mostly back up to speed with just a minor delay at the approach to the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. Parkway West is clear in both directions between the Fort Pitt Tunnel and the airport. No issues right now on the Parkway North or 28. 65 has a minor traffic delay at the McKees Rocks Bridge, otherwise up to speed there as well. With AAA Traffic, I'm Heather Zambito on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred roofing replacement contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Cloudy, breezy, and quite mild the rest of today with intermittent rain, high 64. Any shower threat ends this evening, then cloudy and cooler overnight, low 36. Tomorrow, cloudy and not as warm with rain at times, high 49. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Pittsburgh Regional Transit is now hiring full-time bus drivers. It's a great place to accelerate your career. We offer great pay and terrific benefits like healthcare, paid vacation time, dental, vision, and more. We're even offering a starting bonus for those who qualify. Call 412-566-5162 to pre-register for our upcoming hiring event on Friday, January 16th. Candidates may receive an offer that same day. Go to rideprt.org/careers to learn more. PRT is an equal opportunity employer.
Come with me to Get My Invisalign. They walked me through everything I needed to know. How long it'll take, how it works, and what to expect. Then it was time for the real part. They put on the attachments, they blend in with my teeth, they help the aligners grip your teeth and move them the right way. It felt a little weird at first, but honestly, not bad at all. They popped in my first set of aligners, showed me how to take them out, and that was it. I'm officially part of the Invisalign Club. I even wore them at a football game, super comfortable and easy to talk with. For someone who's always filming on the sidelines or covering sports nonstop, this fits my lifestyle perfectly.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
You want to hear something funny? Of course you do. Trevor, you'll love this. So Joe Manganiello, really cool guy, big guy, Pittsburgher. He was married to that Sofia Vergara. That woman was fine. From Modern Family. He's an actor. He's actually very cool. He's beloved. He went to Mount Lebanon. Loves Mount Lebanon. I'm going to brag on my neighborhood. He bought a house in our neighborhood. Okay? True story. My wife lives in the neighborhood, and Manganiello has this dog. You even know the name, Patrick?
Bubbles.
That ugly dog. It's a little rat dog like Patrick. Patrick, do you have 3 of the rat dogs?
I have 2.
2 rat dogs.
2 chihuahuas.
Is it a chihuahua, that little rat he has?
Chihuahua. Yeah.
Ugly. But he's really a big guy, and it does look funny. Man, it looks like he's holding up like a crescent roll from Thanksgiving.
And it goes everywhere with him.
Everywhere. All over the world, right?
When he went to speak at PPS, he brought Bubbles with him.
France, Italy, movie shoots, blah, blah, blah. So he buys a house in the hood, and he's out there walking in the hood. This just happened a few minutes ago. And my wife, Christine, who's wonderful, sees him. This is actually a classic. I wonder if she'll be mad if I read this. Who cares? So she sees Manganiello walking the dog in the neighborhood and says, let me read this. I saw Joe Manganiello with the tiniest dog outside his house. Funny, he looks like a Lebo dad and not a movie star in that context. So if that's me, I'm like, hey, what's up, Joe? Because he's boys with my boy Carmen. They went to high school together. Carmen from Cucina Bella. Best of pizza and the meatballs. They go way back, way back. In fact, Carmen's working on Joe's house, blah, blah, blah. I'd say, what's up, Joe? I'm boys with Carmen. How you doing? You want to arm wrestle? Something like that. You know what my wife says? I send her a text. This is all the kids are reading this too, and they're laughing about it. I said, are you stalking poor Joe, honey? My wife, TV anchor Christine, says, and I quote, I was going to talk to him and say hi, but I had no makeup on. There you go. There you go. Full makeup. Honey, rush home, put on a gown and some heels. Oh, Joe Manangin. I love the name. Joe Manganello.
Marty, does she follow the dog's Instagram yet?
No.
Bubbles Manganello on Instagram.
Friggin' ugly dogs. But long story short, he moved into the neighborhood. This is the truth. After he got divorced from that woman from Modern Family, he found a wonderful girl from Uniontown. Yeah. I love this story. Fell in love, and guess what? They want to live in Pittsburgh, which I love even more. And guess what? He wants to have a family in Mount Lebanon where he grew up, which I love even more. I did not find myself in life until I came home to Pittsburgh. And that's just the truth. I wasn't no movie star, but I got a significant amount of attention in both Dallas and L.A. And sometimes that's good, and sometimes it's bad. But when you live in the burg, what you get is family. Family. And I'm not friends with Joe, but here's what I'm told. You know what he wants? Family. You know what he hates? Hollywood. And again, in my time in L.A. and Dallas, the scene, which I ended up being part of, the scene can be glamorous. It can also be horrible. It can suck you in and flush you down. And then you come home to the burg and you're like, whoa, this is kind of cool. And then you come home to Lebo where you grew up and you're like, whoa, this is kind of cool. At the end of the day, what did they say in that movie? That lady with the red shoes? There's no place like home. There's no place like home. So Joe bought an insanely beautiful house in the neighborhood. He's going to have kids, and he's going to raise them in Lebo. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. At some point in all of our lives, we reach a focal point. The conflation of reality and family. And we realize, as we toast in the Griffin house at night, family, all that matters. Whew! My wife is at home putting makeup on. She's going to head back out, stalking Joe Manganello. Good luck, honey. Meantime, Bruce, thanks for holding, man. Sorry to change the topic.
Hey, how you doing?
Jump in here.
Okay, this thing in Minnesota.
Yeah.
You know what? Everybody keeps harassing and talking about these people that are protesting and following these ICE people, making it out to be like they're criminals for doing this. But they're following the letter of the law. They're allowed to do that. There's nothing in the law that says...
Horrible phone connection. Horrible. And Bruce, at some point, will be a pain in the ass, because he always has been and always will be. But thanks for checking back in, Bruce. T, go ahead.
Marty, how you doing, brother?
All right, brother.
Hey, I caught the tail end of the conversation with the last gentleman you had on regarding the ICE enforcement and asked him about whether or not if he had kids he'd wanted to get involved.
Yeah.
And then you went to the news break and you asked him about as far as, would it make sense to have the local police departments work?
Yes.
And Judge, that would make sense. But then when you went to the news break and they cut off the tailpiece of Connor, they asked him that question. He said they have no interest in it pretty much. Is that what I heard?
My man, he's a Democratic mayor. And you're right. You're 100% right. And he's wrong. You're right. I mean, 100%.
And you're back to where it's going to be.
Back to
Nothing's
square
going to
one.
change.
No. 100% true, brother. Spot on.
And hey, Marty, real quick. Yesterday I called.
Spot
talking
on.
about losing
Go ahead.
the PG. You know, when we lose the local newspapers, whether or not you always agree with their views, more and more people just all they do is watch the worldwide news, the Foxes, the CNNs, and they have no sense of reality of what's going on because
Right
you
on,
lose
brother.
what's going on.
Or, my man, they pull information from their ass. Seriously.
That's all they do.
Seriously,
because
man.
when you sit there, and that's all you watch is the Foxes and the CNNs and
Right
the
on.
FSNs.
Right on.
You're just a sponge. You're not actually doing anything on your own. You lose sense of reality. What's going on in your local neighborhood. Have a good day, brother.
Oh man, nailed it. Call of the day. We're on the PJ Fitzpatrick Home Improvement Traffic Center. My man Anthony's up next. AAA Traffic powered by Bowser. Heather, what's up?
Yeah, taking a look at the PennDOT traffic cameras. Parkway East inbound, mostly back up to speed. Just a minor delay at the approach to the Squirrel Hill Tunnel. Parkway West inbound is slowing at the Banksville on-ramp. The outbound side is clear. No issues right now on the Parkway North or 28. 65 and 51 are both stop and go through traffic light sections, but otherwise clear. With AAA Traffic, I'm Heather Zambito on 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Listen to the Marty Griffin Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. Medicare is most confusing the first time you enroll, whether you have a 65th birthday upcoming or you're looking to finally retire. That's why I love MediConnect, a team of Pittsburghers that can speak Medicare in a language you can understand so you can be confident you got the right coverage. They work with every insurance company around here, and there is never a fee. I'm serious. 888-818-6334. MediConnectInsurance.com.
I'm with Joe Potocznik, JP Roofing and Siding. Congratulations, Joe. Triple Crown winner from Owens Corning.
Yes, Larry. We are proud to announce that we are recognized for service excellence, product excellence, and MVP based on marketing leadership and customer service.
Call Joe and his team. You'll get the best of the best. Get a free estimate for roof and siding replacements. Call the roofing replacement experts at JP Roofing and Siding, 412-829-7711. Congrats, Joe.
Thank you, Larry.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know
Diabetes, high blood pressure, anxiety meds, everyone's on them. If you're a 50-year-old male, maybe a bit porky, and you may even have type 2 diabetes, $1 million of term insurance may only cost you about $200 a month. Call Term Provider. Speak with Big Lou at 800-200-1966. Big Lou will find a term life policy for you even if you have type 2 diabetes, are overweight, or have high blood pressure. Term Provider has helped thousands of people like you who think they can't afford term life insurance. To buy $1 million of affordable term life for you, all you need to do is call Big Lou at 800-200-1966. Lou will make sure the scales are tipped in your favor. Call 800-200-1966. Big Lou will answer your call and work to fit you into a term life policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Lou's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-200-1966 or biglou.com.
For generations, you've listened to us in your kitchen, catching baseball games on your front porch, and ending your day as your bedtime buddy. Now, you can watch us every day on your TV with our new KDKA Radio YouTube page or by clicking on KDKARadio.com. It's presented by Metropolitan Windows. Same great content, more live visuals. The voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Wesley Financial Group is not a law firm.
Ask yourself this question. Is it really worth holding on to that timeshare that you know you need to get rid of? Here's the truth. The average maintenance fee just went up over 17%. That could have been 117%, and there's nothing you can do about it. When you buy a timeshare, you give them a blank check for annual maintenance and assessment fees. I'm Chuck McDowell, founder of Wesley Financial Group. For 15 years, I've helped over 50,000 families cancel their timeshare. Not sell it, not transfer it, cancel it. Did you buy a timeshare because they told you it was a great investment and your maintenance fees would never go up? That's a lie. Are you ready to get rid of your timeshare once and for all? Simply call us and I'll send you our timeshare exit kit that explains all your options for cancellation.
Call Wesley now for your timeshare exit kit. 800-823-5544. That's 800-823-5544. 800-823-5544.
Join Mark Patrick Hypnosis. Lose the weight or stop smoking, only $59.99. Sunday, January 11th, the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, Pittsburgh West and Green Tree. Weight loss hypnosis starts at 11 a.m. Registration 10:30 a.m. Stop smoking starts 2 p.m. Registration 1:30 p.m.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome.
Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Meet Matthew Preston. Inside his apartment, everything he holds dear is protected by Progressive's renter's insurance, like his laptop and a surprisingly valuable collection of baseball bobbleheads. Outside his apartment, his laptop is still protected, as are his bobbleheads, which he carries around with him for reasons no one knows. Renters, the limits of protection aren't just the four walls of your home. When you're in Progressive's Protection Zone, get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers.
Hey, this is Lisa from Nest Expressions Window Fashions. Not only do I have the largest Hunter Douglas gallery in the tri-state area, not only am I the most passionate drapery designer in Pittsburgh, now I am excited to offer you the finest economy line of blinds, shades, and shutters from Ulta, a Hunter Douglas-owned company with the same lifetime warranty. Call right now, 724-933-5500 or nestexpressions.com.
Have an issue in your community? Talk about it now with Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
I'm so glad I have Anthony on the line because I got to run this by him. He's the man who would know. Hold on, I got to grab him. Anthony, what's up, brother?
Oh, I'm doing well.
All right,
I'm doing well.
Something by you. I got to run this by you. This just happened, all right?
Mm-hmm.
Nate Harper, okay?
Yes.
Pittsburgh police chief. I actually really enjoyed Nate. We're actually close. He went to federal prison. Theft, tax evasion, conspiracy, failure to file income taxes, all that stuff. Blew up his career. Wouldn't you say, Nate?
Yeah, it did.
This is in 2014. So he gets out. He drives a Port Authority bus for a while. So this is where you come into play. I need your opinion. So again, he's a convicted felon, and he was accused of theft and convicted of theft of public monies, okay, from the credit union. So this new judge, Julie Capone, who, by the way, I like. She's actually pretty cool. Very compassionate, very caring, blah, blah, blah. She decides, Nate, to appoint him as her tip staff. Now, tip staff is kind of like, you know what I'm saying, Anthony, kind of like the jack of all trades in the newsroom. You know what I mean?
I know what they are.
Right?
Right.
Okay. And they handle appointments, they set up here, everything. And this was kind of critical in this decision, they have access to all documents, anyone's files, personal information, data, all that stuff, okay? Mm-hmm. So she appoints him as her tip staff, Nate. Runs the courtroom, swears in witnesses, all that. The president judge, okay? She says, hell no, and shoots it down. She forbids it. Mm-hmm. And her argument is that there is no way that a convicted felon should be in the courtroom with access to those documents. Others say he paid his time. Anthony, I need your opinion here because you're straight up, flat out, call him as you see him.
Well, his misfortune was these weren't state charges because he would have got a pardon from Shapiro because it's political payback, just like you talked about Gainey getting the job with the Gaming Commission.
Nice.
That's how that works. Unfortunately, what he should do is petition the Trump administration to give him a pardon, but he should get the job. I mean, he made a mistake.
Yeah.
It sounds like there's some animus here because I know the ex-magistrate who is now the leader and is married to a prominent attorney in town. I don't see why she would go out of her way to prohibit that, but maybe she has her reasons. But I would let him do
Here's
it.
what I was told. The concern was that he's a felon who stole. I'm just throwing it out there. And I'm biased.
Hurt Mike V on
because I like Nate, so I'm biased.
Right.
But so he ain't getting the job. They said hell no.
No, he's not getting the job.
No,
he should have. I hope he didn't retire.
Huh?
He didn't retire. He didn't leave the Port Authority from driving, did he?
I heard he quit, but I can't confirm.
Oh, well, then he shouldn't have did that. But let me just say this since we're talking about laws.
Anyway, hold on.
The mayor.
I wanted to ask Anthony because I trust him and he's a brother. He's my brother in this whole thing and always calls it straight. Go ahead, Nate. I'm saying, go ahead, Anthony.
Listen, the mayor. Here's some advice for the mayor. You don't have the authority, Corey, to ignore federal law, sir. What message is that to send to Pittsburghers?
Right.
So we can just pick and choose the laws we want to enforce? And why would you jeopardize funding from the Trump administration by publicizing that you're going to ignore ICE or not cooperate with ICE?
It's the play.
Sir, that's the wrong message.
It's the play. You know that. It's the play.
Well, he's listening to the leftists.
He is,
the cookie, what's his name, Barb Warwick and all that crowd. He doesn't need them, though. So why is he doing it?
It's the play in all democratic cities. And I agree with you, brother. Let them in.
Well,
we cooperate. Here we are, fellas. Tell us where you're at so no one gets hurt.
Yes.
How about that, Anthony? Tell us where you're at so no one gets hurt. How about that?
If you ignore, listen, the Trump administration was very clear. They said, listen, you blue cities, let us access to your county jails and prisons, and we'll take them from there. They said no. So they said, we're going to go into the cities and get them. They told them that.
They did.
So it's not a surprise here.
It isn't.
And you don't have the authority to follow around with your car and interfere with federal arrest.
Well, Patrick made a valid point, and really strong, in that if the local cops were there, they know these protesters. They could chill them out, and that woman might still be alive in Minneapolis.
Well, yeah, sir. Look, you know how I am on this. I'm law and order all the way, and you can't use when the police tell you you are under arrest. Get out of your car, get handcuffed, and you'll be alive. But if you back up, then move forward, and you bump into one or not, you could lose your life. And she did.
Sir. You could, sir. As tragic as that is, it's true, sir.
And that's why I told black folks, stay out of this nonsense with this ICE stuff. Nice. Don't let these limousine liberals bring you into this nonsense because it'll get ugly, and you will pay the price. Because these folks who are here illegally take resources away from you in the first place.
That's why I love you, brother. Anthony,
all right, thank you,
man. He's always right. I love him. Man has more wisdom than anyone I know. The Nate thing's tough because I'm biased. I really like Nate Harper. He did his time. I also see what the judge is saying, that you have a felon in court who's convicted of stealing, and now has access to thousands and thousands of financial records for folks who wouldn't want him to have access. So he didn't get the job. That I confirmed.
When you need to know, depend on the news leader. At home, in your car, or at work. The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM, AM 1020, and KDKARadio.com.
The Village at St. Barnabas, the perfect place for mom.
Vacations begin here at the Pittsburgh Travel Showcase, presented by AAA Travel. Visit the country's largest travel booking show January 23rd through the 25th at the David Lawrence Convention Center. It's a global travel extravaganza with convenient one-stop shopping. Meet top travel representatives. Book your next vacation on the spot. There's exclusive discounts, expert destination speakers, motor coach trips, and a travel store. Dream it, plan it, book it, experience it. Tickets at PittsburghTravelShowcase.com, where your vacation is waiting for you.
Cats are masters at using up their 9 lives. like chasing laser pointers into walls or jumping onto high shelves. But the one thing cats never do? Text while driving. So be like a cat and protect your one and only life. Don't text and drive.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Time to get your home zero-resified by calling our cleaning heroes at Zero Res. 3 rooms of carpet cleaned, starting at just $119, plus a free hallway, and take 15% off regularly priced services when you mention KDKA. ZeroResPGH.com.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
It's 60 with scattered light rain showers at 12 o'clock. Also on the breezy side still. West winds at 8 at the airport. A gust of 26 just a few minutes ago. I'm Paul Rasmussen. Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry is calling on the federal government to include local law enforcement in what he calls a fair investigation of the ice shooting death of Renee Good.
And if you got nothing to hide from, then don't hide from it. Include local experts in the process.
At a news conference, Fry said the DOJ and the Trump administration have already come to a conclusion. Homeland Security alleges Good was obstructing law enforcement and tried to run over an ICE officer after being told to get out of her SUV. Local officials dispute that is what happened. The military says U.S. forces have boarded another oil tanker in the Caribbean Sea. The pre-dawn action carried out by Marines and the Navy is part of the Trump administration's attempt to control the distribution of sanctioned oil by Venezuela. The U.S. Southern Command declared there is no safe haven for criminals as it announced the seizure of the vessel called the Olena, the 5th tanker seized by U.S. forces. A Penn Hill school bus went up in flames this morning on Fry Road. This happened a few minutes before 9 a.m. 40 students were on board a bus heading for Penn Hills Elementary when it became disabled. After the children were transferred to another bus and were on their way, smoke started coming from the first bus, and it was quickly engulfed in flames. Images and video from the scene are on KDKA Radio's social media pages. An overnight crash in Robinson Township left a pickup truck leaning on its grill against the side of an apartment building. This happened around 4 a.m. at the Chestnut Ridge Apartments on Ridge Road. One person was taken to a hospital, condition unknown. First responders believe the truck went off Bayer Road, came through a field, and went down an embankment to the apartment complex. Pennsylvania health officials say new data shows progress in the fight against overdose deaths. News Radio KDK's Tamira Rush has details.
New data from the Pennsylvania Department of Drug and Alcohol Program shows overdose deaths are trending downward statewide. Officials point to expanded access to naloxone as a key factor. Between October 2024 and September 2025, more than 824,000 doses were distributed, leading to over 11,000 reported overdose reversals. The state also distributed hundreds of thousands of fentanyl and xylazine test strips. Final overdose death totals for 2025 are still pending, but officials say prevention efforts are making a measurable impact statewide. Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
Macy's plans to close its Pittsburgh Mills location this year. Reports from 2 national publications say the store is among 150 locations Macy's plans to shut down in 2026 as a part of a new strategy. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 271 points at 49,537. The Nasdaq is up 182. The S&P up 43 points. Steelers fans are packing Yinzers in the Strip District ahead of Monday night's playoff game as the excitement builds. Owner Jim Cohn tells KDKA Radio the rush of shoppers keeps the Strip District thriving.
When you add the amount of traffic you're going to get in January, this is going to kick our year off. And once we get to the Super Bowl, we have the draft.
Cohn says with kickoff just days away, Steelers Nation is making sure the city feels the playoff energy. KDKA Sports tonight, Mount Lebanon hosts Imani Christian on the KDKA Radio High School Basketball Game of the Week. Countdown to tip-off starts at 6. The news is brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. Home improvements with no interest financing if you need it. Trust PJ.com. KDKA Radio News Time is 12:04. Time to call Metropolitan Windows. Save 20% off their exclusive Infinity from Marvin fiberglass windows. 412-655-8411. 65 scattered light rain showers in Pittsburgh with the AccuWeather forecast next.
With the new IHOP value menu, $6 is all it takes to go to your happy place, where stacks of pancakes with bacon and eggs are just $6 every day. French toast, sausage, and eggs are, you guessed it, $6. And fluffy omelets come with a side of pancakes and only cost $6. Go to your happy plates every day at IHOP. $7 in some locations. Available every day for a limited time at participating restaurants in the U.S. Hours may vary. No substitutions. Not valid with other discounts or promotions. Prices may vary.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
As the owner, coach, and quarterback of your small business, you call the shots. From inventory to payroll and more. Now it's time to bring in LendSeek, your funding MVP. No delay of game here. Get up to $2 million in as fast as 24 hours for business lines of credit or term loans. Let LendSeek's AI marketplace assist you in making the winning play and score that touchdown. Apply at lendseek.com, LENDSEEK.com.
So, the best food in this area is in Oakmont right now. The Lot at Edgewater, the Pub at 333, Hofstadt's, Michael A's, Vinny's Tavern, and the place that started it all, Carnivores. I'm telling you, folks, I've eaten at all of them, and my man J.K., the Oakmont Restaurant King, delivers nothing but the best. Oakmont, the best food, the best community. Check it out.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Cloudy, breezy, and quite mild the rest of today with intermittent rain, high 64. Any shower threat ends this evening, then cloudy and cooler overnight, low 36. Tomorrow, cloudy and not as warm with rain at times, high 49. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
When sinusitis has your nose constantly blocked, life can feel smaller. You're stuck breathing through your mouth, which leads to sleep struggles, snoring that keeps your whole family up, fatigue, and more. The mornings start groggy, the days drag on, and it feels like nothing really helps for long. At Pittsburgh Sinus Centers, relief isn't just one size fits all. Their specialists use a wide range of innovative in-office treatments designed around you, designed to open your sinuses, restore natural breathing, and help you finally sleep through the night. You don't have to keep pushing through. If you're tired of the congestion, the pressure, and the endless cycle of sprays and pills that aren't providing relief, discover a treatment option that works for you at Pittsburgh Sinus Centers. Breathe easier, sleep better, and start feeling like yourself again. Schedule a consultation today. Call Pittsburgh Sinus Centers, 878-231-6036. 878-231-6036. That's 878-231-6036.
Support St. Anthony school programs and help students with special needs achieve their full potential through inclusive education, therapy sessions, and job skills development, serving students ages 5 through 21 with Down syndrome, autism, and other intellectual disabilities. Find St. Anthony school programs within select Catholic schools in the Pittsburgh area, including a post-secondary program at Duquesne University. For over 70 years, they have empowered students of all faiths to live independently and contribute meaningfully to society. Learn more or donate at stanthonykids.org.
Retirement, it's almost here. Are you ready? Well, join Kurt Kanodik and Ethan Lane of Accurate Solutions Group for your retirement blueprint. Let Kurt and Ethan help you plan for your retirement dreams. Don't miss your retirement blueprint, Sundays at 10. Investment advisory services offered through ASG Investment Management, LLC.
He's live, he's local, he's Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
We're spoiled, as they say in Texas. So, first game at home in 12 years with a crowd. Insane, right? You would think. However, I did some checking. a lot of folks are ambivalent at best about 20 degrees on a Monday night. In fact, a lot of folks don't fly in and stay here for a Monday night game. In fact, my boys at Giant Eagle tell me this. If the game is Saturday, bake sales. Saturday night, bake sales. Sunday, bake sales. Sunday night, bake sales. Monday night, not so much. And then there's the tickets. This actually fascinates me, this culture. I would think this would be the hottest ticket in America for this game. It ain't. And my boy, Ticket Nick's going to tell you what that ticket is right now. Brother Nick, what's up?
How's it going, Marty?
My man, you know this stuff. And the fact is, because you taught me this, it ain't as hot when it's cold and it's Monday night, right?
Night games traditionally in Pittsburgh are not nearly as good as a 1 o'clock afternoon game.
Even if it's been 12 years, sir. Even if it's a playoff game at home.
Well, that's where we may differ a little bit. I actually think it is good. I mean, it's meeting my expectations. And I think that it's pretty stable. There's not as much inventory as we've seen in the prior evening games that we've had with Miami and with Baltimore.
Oh, hold on.
And
Regular season games. And come on, Nick. $180 tickets? Come on, man. I thought $800 through the roof. Why isn't that?
Well, I mean, you're not even seeing an $800 50-yard line club. I mean, there may be some posted, but that's not what they're actually selling for.
Okay, so
I mean, you can post the ticket for anything you want, but that doesn't mean that's what it's selling for.
But your average fan can walk in Monday night for how much?
I would think that 150 will be the walk-in number.
That's a nice price.
And I mean, a normal Monday night game in Pittsburgh, that would be about half that. Oh. So I am happy with where the market is.
But to my point, you don't get the big shots flying in either, do you, for a Monday night game as much?
No, it takes a lot of the travel traffic away.
Why is that?
I mean, they got to go to work on Tuesday. I mean, some of those folks don't work, clearly, if they're flying in private. But then if they're flying in private, they're probably leaving private that same night. Right. But it just doesn't happen. I mean, the Monday night, Sunday night games really kill the travel traffic.
It's amazing. Hey, conversely, brother, I'm looking at seats for this Miami game, the national championship football college. Is that legit? Those prices?
Yeah, it's about $2,600 to walk in the door right now.
No.
Well, you have to keep in mind, Marty, it's a home playoff game for them. So, and it's a championship. So there's no cost to travel. So it can keep that ticket elevated.
It's unbelievable, Nick. But just so people understand the dynamic, $150 to see the Steelers. First time home game, 12 years. $2,300 to see Miami, right?
Yeah. I think I just looked at it. $2,625 to walk in the door.
Wow. Nick. Hey, before you go, I got to ask you something. Bruno Mars. Can we give people advice? Because they're going to get all hopped up and jacked up and take out a 401k and a home loan.
I'll tell you what
Tell them to wait. Tell them to wait, please, Nick.
Well, I will tell them what I tell everybody. Try the on sale, try the pre-sale, try the on sale. If you don't get what exactly you're looking for, let it go. Sit back, be patient. Tickets will hit the market.
and you'll get exactly what you want. You might be a little bit more than what you would see on the face values, but the market will settle.
Hold on, this is brilliant.
That's not a stadium show I'm concerned about.
He taught me this. Because what will happen is people will freak out. They'll pay $1,500, right?
Yeah, correct.
And then 2 days before the show, there'll be $275 or something like that.
Yeah, right.
Right, Nick?
Yeah, we've seen it happen with a few people.
It's unbelievable. It's the best advice I heard all day, brother. Hey, are you going to the game? Ha! Ha! Ha!
I am not.
Come on,
I am
Nick.
not.
Come on, Nick.
I am not. I do have a table reserved at a sports bar, and I'll have a couple buddies.
Which one this time?
I mean, I'm not sure. Should I plug anything?
Plug it, Nick.
But I'll be at Rival in Fox Chapel.
That steakhouse on the North Shore got jammed up, man. That was your spot. What happened?
Well, I made a reservation for next week. I'll be down there.
Which restaurant is that?
Hyde Park.
Love that place. Why don't you have a steak there, Nick?
I don't know. We have to work on that,
Come
Marty.
on, man. Nick should have a steak. Why don't you and I go to the game, Nick? You and I in the stands Monday night. Me and you.
You want to do it? We'll do it, Marty.
Oh, ticket, Nick. All right, man. We're going to talk right after the show.
All right. Sounds good. Take care.
I love that, man. Patrick, the dynamic. A Steeler game for $150. A college, now again, home game Miami, national championship, $2,300. Wow. Damn. Damn is right. Wow. That's absolutely amazing.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Hey, I'm Mike Slater. My dad passed away at the age of 63. It's out of nowhere. Had a stroke. Super hard, obviously, for the whole family, but my dad had life insurance. This is why I have life insurance for my family, for my wife and 4 kids. And the best place to get life insurance is ethos.com, because you can do it in 10 minutes. And there's no medical exam and no blood test, just a few health questions. Get life insurance in 10 minutes so your family is protected. Ethos, E-T-H-O-S, ethos.com/Mike.
The second I see that Chick-fil-A text in the group chat, I'm throwing my shoes on and running out the door. Hey, I'm Layla.
And I'm Kaylin.
And a little thing we love about the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit is
how it feels like an easygoing morning.
The chicken adds the most flavor. It's juicy and seasoned.
The biscuit is just very light and airy and fluffy, just like a cloud.
I also love to put jelly on mine so it's sweet and savory.
It's a good start to the day.
Mornings are a little bit brighter with the Chick-fil-A chicken biscuit and Simply Orange Juice. Available on the Chick-fil-A app. Real guests paid for their testimonials.
Are you a business owner or self-employed? Do you owe the IRS $10,000 or more? Pay close attention. Do not ignore this message. The IRS has unmatched power. They can freeze your bank account, garnish your paycheck, seize your assets, and even shut down your business. If you've received a notice or think one is coming, the clock is already ticking. Every day you wait, penalties grow, and the problem gets worse. Call Federated Tax today. We'll connect you with an experienced tax professional who will negotiate directly with the IRS on your behalf. You may qualify for IRS hardship programs like the Fresh Start Initiative or many other programs that can stop garnishments, stop bank account seizures, reduce or even eliminate penalties, and lower your settlement amount. The IRS won't wait, and neither should you. Call Federated Tax today. 800-300-7345. The call and consultation are free. That's 800-300-7345. 800-300-7345.
Wintertime, freezing temperatures, busted pipes. Man, that's terrible. And when that pipe breaks, damage spreads fast. It's terrible. That's when you call Service Master Greater Pittsburgh. Yep. 24/7, 365. Residential and commercial water damage emergencies. Stopping that damage, cleaning up the mess, getting your property back to normal and fast. When winter hits hard, demand that yellow van. Service Master Greater Pittsburgh. Call 412-RECOVER. That's 412-RECOVER.
Butler Transit, connecting people to places.
Feeling the pain at the pump by commuting to Pittsburgh for work? Give the bus a try. Butler Transit Authority offers morning and afternoon service between Butler and Pittsburgh. One-way fares start at just $3.87. Leave the driving to Butler Transit. Grab a comfy seat, hook up to the Wi-Fi, catch up on emails, read a book, and enjoy your ride. Visit butlertransit.com for routes, schedules, and park and rides. You'll love how affordable it is to ride the bus.
This is CBS Eye on Veterans. Navy veteran, recovering alcoholic, and now rehabilitation counselor Jay Wiley describes how veterans battling alcoholism often started down a slippery slope with social drinking while on active duty.
I learned to drink as hard and as fast as I could. Many of us who grew up, particularly in the military of the 90s and the 2000s, we were, okay, I'm not going to do drugs because I'm going to get P-tests and I'm going to get caught and kicked out. So how can I deal with this stress? Well, I'll just drink. And drinking, that culture, although it's not quite what it was, it's still pretty celebrated.
TV's #1 news program is available whenever you want with the 60 Minutes podcast. Follow and listen to 60 Minutes on the free Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcasts.
The voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Take it next, my man. I love that game. That's a hell of a business, man. That's tough. So he sent me, it's actually fascinating. He sent me tickets, prices for the Steeler game. $56. Man. A lot of them are $150. Wow. And then he sent me ticket prices right now for Miami, the National Championship football game. One ticket, $2,600. That's amazing. It's amazing. Supply and demand. And check this out. The highest average sold ticket price for a wild card round game in history this weekend. Chicago, Green Bay, Packers at Chicago. So in the context of the Steelers, $150, $200 gets you in. Chicago, Green Bay, $753. Wow. $753. Paulie, can you hear me?
Gotcha.
Fans are willing to pay $150 to go to a Steeler game Monday night. Seems cheap to me, doesn't it?
Reasonable.
Yeah.
But again, we're early in the process. If they win both of those towns, Green Bay and Chicago, if they play another home game, that'll probably double.
So, Miami game in Miami right now, the average is $2,300 for one ticket. It's insane.
Well, it was funny. Back when Miami was winning championships in the 80s,
yeah,
they were a more popular team than the Dolphins.
Whoa, is that true?
Oh, there's a documentary that'll blow your mind. Like Michael Irvin and other guys were walking into nightclubs in Miami like they were all that, and the Dolphins were like not even recognizable. It was crazy. Yeah, when the U's rolling, they're a big, big deal.
Paulie, when we were growing up, we would go to see a Steeler game in our underwear in 5-degree weather. Never doubted it. As we get older, that changes. A lot of guys, my boys, nah,
well,
Monday night's tough.
We spend millions of dollars on marketing athletics.
Yeah.
You know what the best marketing is? Winning. We're almost a decade without a playoff win. It's 5 years since a playoff home game.
Great point.
People are not buying in.
And that wasn't a crowd.
People aren't buying in to the Steelers winning playoff games.
Okay. So hold on. To that point is actually a great point he makes. So if they win, they go to Denver.
Yeah. Well,
now,
Denver has to win too. No, Denver's already clinched.
Now,
so they go to Denver.
Now, Paulie, if that happens, then do prices explode and Steeler fans buy in?
To go to Denver?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
No, I don't either.
No.
I don't either.
And here's the NFL problem now. It's become a TV game. It is so good on TV. You get all the replays. You get to use your own bathroom. You don't have to wait in line. You don't have to pay $30 for a beer. You can get a case for $30.
No, it's true.
I mean, they priced themselves out of the average fan, and the experience in person is still good, but not quite good enough to make you go through the what's it cost, like $80 to park?
Yeah, but hold on, you know this, and this is why I love you in this conversation. My man's a Penn State guy, sideline guy, whiteout night guy. That insane vibe. And I'm sitting there with my kids last night. That vibe, Monday night, sold out, terrible towels, the stadium rocking. I want my kids to feel that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, back in the Three Rivers days, I would cover the game from the field with my photographer.
Yeah.
And it would feel like the stands might not hold what was going on. I mean, they were rocking. The stands themselves were moving. It's
So my point is, if I go, it's for that very reason, so my son and my daughters can say, "Whoa, Dad, all right, I get it." You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%. I went up to last year's whiteout game to be with my son at Penn State. That's 107,000. They got 110 in that night.
And hold on, they were
just
paying
rocks.
They were paying $700.
Yeah,
for one ticket.
Yeah, and that's again 110,000.
It's amazing, Paulie, and it's a phenomenon. And your son was a damn cheerleader. He lived it, man.
It was
right.
Absolutely, so fun.
Paulie, if they win this game, does everything change? The whole dynamic, the whole attitude.
Absolutely, winning changes everything. I mean, look. That kick, Ravens, Steelers, that kick cost John Harbaugh his job.
Sure as hell, brother.
He's gone after 18 years.
Hell yeah.
Winning a Super Bowl, being a really successful coach.
Oh, yeah, I love him.
Got to go. He had to go. His party was over. But he'll get hired, just like Mike Tomlin would. I mean, Harbaugh's going to select his next job.
$150 in the door Monday night. Giving them away. Paulie, thanks, brother.
You got it, brother.
I love the conversation, folks. You, Trevin, would you go? Would you go Monday night and stand in that cold? Monday night?
Nope.
Why?
Number one, to be honest and transparent, I'm not a Steelers fan. I respect the franchise, but I'm not a Steelers fan.
What are you a fan of?
Well, see, I'm a fan of the Buccaneers.
Oh, cool.
Because I'm old enough to whereas my favorite college was USC. John McKay took over the team.
Yeah.
Their very first draft pick was Leroy Selman.
Oh, wow, Leroy.
Then when Doug Williams came and played for them as well.
Yeah.
I followed the Buccaneers through the 18-game losing streak and all that.
Wow.
But getting back to the Steelers game, even if it was the Buccaneers, I'm not sitting in that type of weather and paying that price because Paul is right. Paul made an excellent point. NFL is now a TV game.
I don't know, man. There's something about being in that building, man. When you feel the floor moving.
But you're a Steelers fan. I
could cry.
And you remember the history, right? So you were here for the history of it.
I want to look over my kids and say, see? You know what I'm saying?
But that's you sharing that history.
No, I get it.
Sharing that vibe.
I get it.
There's nothing like it. I will give Pittsburgh that respect. There's nothing like that vibe.
You're right. We'll see, man. Thanks, brother.
Vacations begin here at the Pittsburgh Travel Showcase, presented by AAA Travel. Visit the country's largest travel booking show January 23rd through the 25th at the David Lawrence Convention Center. It's a global travel extravaganza with convenient one-stop shopping. Meet top travel representatives. Book your next vacation on the spot. There's exclusive discounts, expert destination speakers, motor coach trips, and a travel store. Dream it, plan it, book it, experience it. Tickets at PittsburghTravelShowcase.com, where your vacation is waiting for you.
$5,000. That's the average amount of money people in the U.S. are now spending on gas in a year. $5,000. That's crazy. If you drive, you have to download Upside, the free app that gives you cash back every time you get gas. That's right. You can earn real cash back with Upside just by buying the gas you're already buying. You can literally start earning cash back today.
I use Upside every time I fill up, and I've already made around $200-300.
You're putting gas in your car anyway. Why not get real cash back?
back. If you like free money, download Upside.
I'm saving the cash I earn from using Upside to help pay for a vacation later this year.
Download the free Upside app now to earn cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code FRESH to get an extra 35 cents per gallon on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code FRESH for a 35 cents per gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code FRESH for a 35 cents per gallon bonus.
Hey, it's Andrew Filipponi. Guys, the best thing I did in 2025 was get a new garage floor from Comer and Cross. It completely transformed my garage. It's given me new space in a new room in my house. I can't believe I waited as long as I did to get in touch with the great people at Comer and Cross. But hey, better late than never. And right now, they've got their preseason sale going on. Comer and Cross, you're going to get a phenomenal price, and they're going to install it when you want it on your terms. They make it so simple. It's cold outside. They're going to take all the stuff out of the garage for you and secure it so you don't have to do it yourself. They fix all the cracks perfectly. And the best part is all of this gets done, and I know from personal experience, in one day. So go with the pros at Comer and Cross. They don't subcontract out. Call them now at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR and lock in your preseason price and installation when you want it. That's 1-800-NEW-FLOOR, 800-NEW-FLOOR, or go to COMERcross.com.
From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Cloudy and 61 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 12:30. I'm Paul Alexander. Pittsburgh fire officials responded to a reported residential structure fire in Beltshoover this morning. 911 callers reported seeing smoke coming from a second-story window in the 800 block of Climax Street around 8 a.m. 2 dogs were killed in the fire. No other injuries reported. The Red Cross has been notified and will provide housing assistance to the victims. The cause of the fire is under investigation. A close call in Penn Hills this morning for students on their way to class. News Radio KDK's Paul Rasmussen has that story.
40 students were on a bus heading to Penn Hills Elementary when it broke down on Fry Road. The driver pulled over, activated the warning lights, and the children got out safely. Volunteer firefighters say they transferred to a second bus and were on their way to school when smoke started coming from the first bus around 9 a.m. When fire crews arrived, the bus was fully engulfed with a large plume of dark smoke rising into the air. The fire damaged utility lines above the burning bus as the firefighters were knocking down the flames. Paul Rasmussen, News Radio KDKA.
Police are investigating after a male infant was found unresponsive this morning along Mount Pleasant Road. The baby is reported to be in critical condition. Pittsburgh Public Safety says nothing immediately suspicious has been reported at this time. A Westmoreland County woman is accused of giving psychedelic mushrooms to children. The DA's office says 35-year-old Krista Coons offered them to several kids on a camping trip in 2024, also allowing them to hang out of a moving vehicle she was driving. Children told detectives that they felt delusional after eating the mushrooms. Coons is facing endangerment and drug charges. A restaurant lounge in Bloomfield is set to close. Cobra opened in 2020, specializing in tableside barbecue and karaoke. The Pittsburgh Business Times story says economic challenges following the pandemic is the primary reason for the closing. It will close on January the 17th. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 261 points, the Nasdaq up 171, the S&P 500 up 43 points. KDK Radio News Time is 12:32. Our next update at 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander, and the voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
John Perry has some of the biggest wins of any lawyer ever in Pennsylvania. Perry Calder, 412-281-4200. Why? AI, attorney intelligence. He has investigators. He has doctors on staff to investigate your case, and they win. They're the best in the region, and he's got both of his sons working for him. Family success, attorney intelligence, Perry Calder, 412-281-4200.
Are your glass shower doors past their prime, dated, tarnished, faded, or maybe just boring? Transform your shower into a spa-like retreat with a customized glass shower enclosure from Boulevard Glass and Metal. Check out their easy, hassle-free quote request online at boulevardglassandmetal.com. Simply pick a layout, answer a few questions, and send it. They'll get back to you with a price. or call 412-621-1799.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-575-6986. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS. Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start. Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems. We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau. You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-575-6986. That's 800-575-6986. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Mainly cloudy, breezy, and very mild for the rest of today with rain at times and a high of 64 to end by evening. Then cloudy and turning cooler tonight, low 36. Cloudy and not as warm tomorrow with on and off rain, high 49. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Attention Pittsburgh area residents. If you have Medicaid and need help with activities of basic living, Freedom Care can make it easy. With Freedom Care, the person who cares for you can be someone you love, your family, your friend, or a trusted neighbor. They can assist you with meals, bathing, eating, mobility, and more, and Medicaid pays them for your care. You stay in the home you love, surrounded by the people you choose, and it's 100% free to you. Don't wait. Call Freedom Care now. Call 412-981-1620. With Freedom Care, you get the care you need, and your loved one gets paid instantly after every shift. Feel better, heal better, and live better at home with Freedom Care. Call 412-981-1620 or visit freedomcare.com today. That's 412-981-1620. Again, 412-981-1620. 412-981-1620.
Nothing makes a gathering great like Eggland's Best Eggs. They're just so delicious with better nutrition, too. It's eggs any style, as long as they're the best. Eggland's Best.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
You remember the story, Patrick? This woman was on Murray Avenue Bridge, stepped on an energized electrical plate, metal plate on the bridge.
Yep.
Shocked the owner and killed the dog.
Awful.
Awful. Repairs, safety reviews. Man. Listen to this. So again, woman, this is a couple years ago, walking her dog on a bridge, steps on a plate. She gets shocked. He dies. Bad wiring. Man. Why am I telling you this? This woman, this young lady sent me a note. It's actually an amazing story. And she's sending me these pictures. She was running. This is crazy, Patrick. She was running on Tuesday afternoon with her dog, Denim. Her name's Montana. It's crazy. And she sent this pic with her in the hospital. They were in a freak running accident, Smallman and 11th. Across from the AC Hotel. Where is that, Patrick?
So if you're, that turn you make to go into the strip right after you pass the convention center, you go around the curve.
Yeah.
It's that corner right there. The AC is on that corner across from the back of the convention center.
Oh. So she's running. They were electrocuted. Wow. Her dog reacted like he was being tased. This is crazy, man.
Oh, it's awful.
Screamed. Lost control of his body. And she was shocked. While trying to rip off his collar and drag him to safety. Can you imagine this, man? Wow. Good Samaritan comes by. Helps them both. Dog goes straight to an emergency vet. Wow. She went to the ER. The fire department comes. This is unbelievable. This is unbelievable. Fire department believes a live electrical current from a nearby pole, wow, was traveling through the concrete because of the rain. What? 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 Young lady says, I didn't feel it right away because of my rubber shoes. Jesus. Denham, her dog, were directly on the cement. She mentions this woman whose dog was killed in a similar situation a year ago. I got to be honest. This scares the hell out of me. All she was doing is, what the hell? What the hell? Now, she just got out of the hospital last night. We have her picture posted on social. She's okay, but shaken. Duh. Wow. She's taking video right now of the scene, and we will post it on social. Man, this dog, Nikki, was killed. Murray Avenue Bridge, Squirrel Hill. Nikki, as she was dying, bit her owner. The owner was trying to save her. Can you imagine? Now, the fire folks investigated, and they believe it was likely from, this metal plate was likely energized from the streetlight's electrical system. Okay. How the hell do we have risk of electrified services in the city of Pittsburgh? How? Man,
we've seen this in cities like New York before, where all the lines are underground.
So what the hell happens? Holy cow. Jesus. She's lucky she's alive. And she thinks her rubber-soled shoes. Man. It's dangerous as hell. So I have reached out to the fire department. I want to find out what the hell happened here. And how the hell this... Wow. 2 dogs electrocuted on the sidewalk in D.C. Wow. This happens. Tragic incident, Northwest D.C. 2 dogs dead, electrocuted. Oh, my man Zeke. Brother man.
What's up, Marty?
What the hell is this?
How you doing?
What is this? Do you know?
It's what it is 240 volts. It'll definitely kill a dog.
Wow.
A person probably has a 50-50 chance of surviving it, Marty. Like, I've seen guys, man, where it goes through their arm, comes out their elbow, things like that. But Marty, it's a freak accident. It's like getting hit by a car. It doesn't happen too often. You know what I mean? It's just sometimes
my man Zeke, he's a electrician. How does it happen?
Just sometimes there's a short, Marty, things like that, a nick in the wire and it contacts metal. And, water is a great conductor of electricity. It's just a wild, random thing, Marty,
Wow. All she's doing is running along on the street, man. It goes through concrete, brother?
Yeah, Marty, it's people, you got to respect it. I've seen some people die, some people burned up. I've been doing it 20-something years, you know what I mean? It happens, yep.
My man, if you told me this story, I'd say you're full of it. And here we have, I've been talking to this girl. And you can't see, you don't even know where there's danger, right?
Yeah. Marty, let me tell you real quick. Please. I've seen a guy burned so bad they had to surgically reopen his eyelids and he had webbed fingers. You hear me? Luckily, he survived. Yep.
Well, then, thanks, brother.
Yep. Good to talk to you.
Love the man. One of my favorite people.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Hey, it's Marty. Are you tired of pain or fear of falling that's holding you back, struggling with balance, neuropathy, or joint pain? At Monroeville Physical, spelled F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, physical therapy is done differently because you are different. Folks, this place is amazing. I've seen it firsthand. Shoulder pain, knee pain, balance issues. They attack it and work it, and it works. Call today. Monroeville Physical, F-Y-Z-I-C-A-L, 412-457-8200.
I stopped smoking with Mark Patrick's hypnosis when nothing else worked. 1 year later, my wife Michelle and I attended the Mark Patrick Weight Loss Hypnosis Seminar. In 2 months, lost 43 pounds, and she lost 18 pounds.
And we feel great. Join Mark Patrick's Hypnosis, Lose the Weight, or Stop Smoking, only $59.99. Seminar Sunday, January 11th at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, Pittsburgh West and Green Tree. Weight Loss Hypnosis, 11 a.m. Stop Smoking Hypnosis, 2 p.m. Sign up at markpatrickseminars.com.
This is the story of the one. As the purchasing manager at a manufacturing plant, she knows the only thing more important than having the right safety gear is having it there when you need it. That's why she partners with Grainger for auto reordering, so her team members can count on her to have cut-resistant gloves on hand, and each shift can run safely and efficiently. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
Honey, that flu keeping you up? Did you take NyQuil Intense Flu?
Nah, I got this. Okay, I don't got this.
Yeah, you need NyQuil Intense Flu.
Undo your flu with NyQuil Intense Flu. NyQuil Intense Flu provides powerful relief of your flu symptoms so you can sleep.
You do got this.
NyQuil Intense Flu. The nighttime sniffling, aching fever. Best sleep with the flu medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach of children.
100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA. Covered by JP Roofing and Siding. Pittsburgh's #1 platinum roofing company.
Is somebody in the family fighting a cold? Pick up a bottle of Sniper, a hospital-grade disinfectant that kills germs, bacteria, and viruses that are flourishing this time of year. Sniper is available at participating True Value hardware stores or visit disinfectwithsniper.com.
When it's happening, News Radio KDKA is telling you about it.
The Pittsburgh Post-Gazette says it will fold in May.
Employees of the newspaper were told of the closing in a Zoom.
Closing down our operation is not going to be easy.
Noah Hiles, a Post-Gazette writer who spoke to KDKA's Colin Dunlap, says on his first day there, he saw the Pulitzer Prize the paper won for covering the Tree of Life Synagogue. Now won't be there for the next big tragedy.
That hurts to think about.
Last week, Block announced City Paper was also ending.
The voice of Pittsburgh, 100.1 FM and AM 1020, KDKA.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois.
Hey, this is Lisa from Nest Expressions Window Fashions. Not only do I have the largest Hunter Douglas gallery in the tri-state area, not only am I the most passionate drapery designer in Pittsburgh, now I am excited to offer you the finest economy line of blinds, shades, and shutters from Ulta, a Hunter Douglas-owned company with the same lifetime warranty. Call right now, 724-933-5500 or nestexpressions.com.
Come with me to Get My Invisalign. They walked me through everything I needed to know. How long it'll take, how it works, and what to expect. Then it was time for the real part. They put on the attachments, they blend in with my teeth, they help the aligners grip your teeth and move them the right way. It felt a little weird at first, but honestly, not bad at all. They popped in my first set of aligners, showed me how to take them out, and that was it. I'm officially part of the Invisalign Club. I even wore them at a football game, super comfortable and easy to talk with. For someone who's always filming on the sidelines or covering sports nonstop, this fits my lifestyle perfectly.
This is a Bloomberg Money Minute. A lot of efforts from the White House to boost the struggling U.S. housing market. President Trump's Commerce Secretary met with home building executives in recent weeks, looking for ideas, suggestions, and for what they need to build more affordable homes. The president also directing the government-run mortgage guarantors Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to purchase $200 billion of mortgage debt in an effort to drive mortgage rates and home prices lower ahead of the November midterm elections. And earlier this week, he proposed a ban on institutional investors buying up any more single-family homes. Well, that's got shares of mortgage lenders skyrocketing today. Loan Depot shares up 27%. Rocket companies up almost 10%. Elsewhere on Wall Street, even though new home construction fell sharply in October and just 50,000 jobs were added in December, stocks are higher today. Right now, the Dow and the S&P both up about 0.6%. The NASDAQ 0.75% higher. Tom Busby, Bloomberg Radio.
It's Marty Griffin on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Rhetoric. This ICE stuff. The rhetoric is dangerous. And the rhetoric starts with mayors in Democratic cities across the country refusing to work with ICE. Listen to Corey O'Connor yesterday. Listen to Corey, the mayor.
We are not going to have that partnership in Pittsburgh. Don't want that partnership at all, because we want people to feel free to call our response units so that you can get help for, might be yourself or it might be somebody just walking down the street. If you're coming from another country, we want Pittsburgh to be your home, and we want to be welcoming. We know that we can grow our population by more people moving here.
And working with them. Most of the cops I know in this town think that it would be safer for citizens if they work with ICE. In fact, what happens is the guys I know that work the streets, they know when ICE is doing something. It's just the mayor doesn't know. Look, man, you don't want federal agents clashing with local cops and no one knows what the hell's going on. The rhetoric is what harms people. Listen to the DA in Philadelphia. You want to talk about rhetoric? Listen to this. Crazy. The DA in Philadelphia. You got that? Yeah? Trevin, yes or no? You there? No, we don't have it. I'm going to get that. Huh? I'm not hearing it. You have it again? I see. All right, we're having technical stuff. But let me find this. It's actually important that you hear this stuff. The DA in Philadelphia went off. Listen to this. This is dangerous. This is bad.
Is going to come to Philly to commit crimes, then you can get the F out of here. Because if you do that here, I will charge you with those crimes. You will be arrested. You will stand trial. You will be convicted, whether it's in state or federal court. It's my office prosecuting it. That's how the law works. And you will do your time because Donald Trump cannot.
Okay? That's the DA. Folks, that helps no one. No one. And then the sheriff. This just happened. The sheriff. By the way, judges texting me right now, that DA won't prosecute actual criminals. I have heard this from so many cops. That are so annoyed with that DA telling ICE agents he'll arrest them and prosecute them. Folks, this is not the way America is supposed to work. It's not the way justice is supposed to work. There is no way. I'm trying to get this sheriff. Okay, play it. Listen.
I'm Rochelle Bilal, the sheriff for the city and county of Philadelphia. And I say her name, Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. Renee Good. This should not have happened, but we're here today. Let know that law enforcement professionals, real ones, not the fake made-up ICE, probably Trump's new army to attack citizens of the United States. Did you hear what I said? No law enforcement professional wears a mask. None. Those that come into our communities wearing a mask to commit crimes, thank God for our district attorney, Larry Craftsman, who said he's going to lock them up. And I'm saying now, we are not going to whisk you away for them to hide your identity, because when you do it there, you're getting arrested there. No whisk away for them to hide you. None of that here. None of that here.
That's a sheriff. Thanks, buddy. She called them fake cops. That's horrible. She said she'll arrest them. That's horrible. The DA says he'll arrest them. That's horrible, folks. This is not the America we want. Taking sides internally against ICE agents. Man, folks, bad things. Bad things. There is nothing good that can come out of this rhetoric. Big time problems for a lot of folks.
When the weather turns bad, turn to us for the best news, weather, and traffic information from the KDKA Radio Storm Center. Presented by Duquesne Light Company. Larger than light. And brought to you by Butler Transit Authority. Online and on the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
The Village at St. Barnabas. The perfect place for mom.
Planning for retirement isn't easy. If you don't know where to start, join Beth Andrews of Net Worth Advisors every Saturday at 1 for the Net Worth Financial Hour. Beth shares helpful tips and strategies that just might change the course of your retirement. Listen every Saturday at 1 to the Net Worth Financial Hour with Beth Andrews of Net Worth Advisors. Net Worth Advisors, LLC, is a registered investment advisor.
Hey, folks, it's Marty. In my Get Marty segments, I hear from people all the time that have issues with debt. Check this out. If you're having problems with your debt, my friend Harold Shepley can help you right now.
Absolutely. We are a full-service debt relief law firm. We can help you negotiate your debt so you can avoid bankruptcy, or we can file bankruptcy if that's what's necessary for you and your family.
And the truth is, my man, it's not a hopeless situation.
Absolutely not. We're here to get people back on their feet.
I've seen them win, case after case after case. ShepleyLaw.com.
Attention. Have you racked up $10,000 or more in credit card debt? Are you barely getting by making minimum payments? With credit card debt reaching all-time highs, National Debt Relief is notifying consumers about significant debt relief options currently being made available to help those with overwhelming credit card debt. These options may reduce a large portion of credit card debt for those who qualify. You don't need to declare bankruptcy or take out a consolidation loan, and you may only have to pay back a fraction of what you owe, even if you have bad credit. National Debt Relief has already reduced the credit card debt for more than 550,000 consumers. So don't wait. If you owe $10,000, $20,000, or even $100,000 in credit card debt, you can now take advantage of this financial debt relief as the cost of living continues to skyrocket. To check what debt reduction you may qualify for, call 800-358-6868. That's 800-358-6868. Again, 800-358-6868.
KDKA and KDKA FM HD2 Pittsburgh. W261AX Pittsburgh.
Always live on the free Odyssey app. From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Cloudy and 63 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander. News brought to you by PJ Fitzpatrick. For your home's windows, siding, doors, and bath, trustpj.com. A close call in Penn Hills this morning for students on their way to classes. News Radio KDK's Paul Rasmussen has that story.
40 students were on a bus heading to Penn Hills Elementary when it broke down on Fry Road. The driver pulled over, activated the warning lights, and the children got out safely. Volunteer firefighters say they transferred to a second bus and were on their way to school when smoke started coming from the first bus around 9 a.m. When fire crews arrived, the bus was fully engulfed with a large plume of dark smoke rising into the air. The fire damaged utility lines above the burning bus as the firefighters were knocking down the flames. Paul Rasmussen, News Radio KDKA.
A Westmoreland County woman is accused of giving psychedelic mushrooms to children. The DA's office says 35-year-old Krista Coons offered them to several kids on a camping trip in 2024, also allowing them to hang out of a moving vehicle she was driving. The children told detectives that they felt delusional after eating the mushrooms. Coons is now facing endangerment and drug charges. Police are investigating after a male infant was found unresponsive this morning along Mount Pleasant Road. The baby's reported to be in critical condition. Pittsburgh Public Safety says nothing immediately suspicious has been reported at this time. The Pittsburgh Penguins are mourning the loss of a franchise founder, Jack McGregor. News Radio KDK's Tamara Rush has more.
Jack McGregor helped turn Pittsburgh into a big league hockey city. A Katanning native, McGregor attended the University of Pittsburgh, served in the Marine Corps, and represented Allegheny County in the state senate. In 1966, the NHL awarded a franchise to McGregor and a group of investors, including Art Rooney. McGregor became the Penguins' first president and CEO, helping lay the foundation for the team before the group sold the franchise 4 years later. McGregor dropped the ceremonial first puck at the team's inaugural game in 1967 and later said the excitement of that night was unforgettable. The Penguins say his vision and leadership helped lay the foundation for the franchise we know today. He was 91. Tamira Rush, News Radio KDKA.
Steeler fans are packing Yinzer's stores ahead of Monday night's playoff game. Owner Jim Cohen says KDKA Radio that the shoppers just keep the Strip District thriving.
When you add the amount of traffic you're going to get in January, this is going to kick our year off, and once we get to the Super Bowl, we have the draft.
Cohen says with kickoff just days away, Steeler Nation is making sure the city feels that playoff energy. It wouldn't be a playoff game without one. Local elected officials betting their visiting team's counterparts over the outcome. News Radio KDK's David Bolorado has more.
In this case, it's County Executive Sarah Innamorato wagering with Harris County, Texas Judge Lena Hidalgo over the outcome of Monday night's game.
Judge, we're playing in Pittsburgh. We don't need luck when we got the steel curtain.
In the Instagram video, Hidalgo says if the Steelers win, she will wear black and gold garb at a governing body meeting and send Innamorato a NASA jacket. If the Texans win, Innamorato will send the judge a Steel City jacket and wear Texans merchandise.
You're on. But I know we're going to win. So go Texans. Here we go, Steelers.
Kickoff is 8 p.m. Monday night. David Bolorado, News Radio KDKA.
On Wall Street, the Dow is up 255 points, the Nasdaq up 189, the S&P 500 up 46 points. KDK Sports, Indiana meets Oregon tonight in the other half of the college football national semifinal in the Peach Bowl. Kickoff is set for 7:30. The winner will face Miami, who took care of Ole Miss last night for the national championship. KDK Radio News Time, 1:03. Right now, it is cloudy and 63 degrees in Pittsburgh. Your AccuWeather forecast is next.
Do you owe $10,000 or more in tax debt? Do not ignore this message. The IRS has more power than any collection agency in America. Often without warning, they can garnish your wages, levy your bank account, place a lien on your home, seize assets like your business, and revoke your passport. Every year, thousands lose their paychecks overnight or have their assets seized because they waited too long. You don't have to face the IRS alone. Call Federated Tax today. We'll connect you with an experienced tax professional who will negotiate with the IRS on your behalf. You may qualify for IRS hardship programs like the Fresh Start Initiative or many other programs that can stop garnishments, stop bank account seizures, reduce or eliminate penalties, and lower your settlement amount. You deserve to maintain your life. Don't let the IRS take it over. Make the call today to Federated Tax, 800-300-7345. The call and consultation are absolutely free. 800-300-7345. 800-300-7345.
Hey, I'm Sam.
And I'm Calvin.
When we started Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks, it wasn't a big crew or a fancy shop. Just Calvin and me in our grandma's garage.
We'd load up our tools every morning, build decks all day, then unpack right there in her driveway.
That little garage laid the foundation for what Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks is all about. Working hard, staying honest, and treating people like family.
We've grown a lot since then, but those family values still guide every job we do. Call the Cousins.
Cousins Roofing, Siding, and Decks. Call the Cousins.
Talking about guns with others might not always feel comfortable, but it could save a life. Here's a way to start a conversation. Your family is going over to your neighbor's home for dinner for the first time. How would you ask if there are any unlocked guns in the home?
Hey, we're so excited for tonight. Before we come over, though, may I ask if there are any unlocked guns in your home?
Our guns are stored securely, locked in a safe that the kids can't access.
Awesome. Learn how to have the conversation at agreetoagree.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Meet Matthew Preston. Inside his apartment, everything he holds dear is protected by Progressive's renter's insurance, like his laptop and a surprisingly valuable collection of baseball bobbleheads. Outside his apartment, his laptop is still protected, as are his bobbleheads, which he carries around with him for reasons no one knows. Renters, the limits of protection aren't just the four walls of your home. When you're in Progressive's Protection Zone, get a quote at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Breezy and unseasonably warm the rest of today with clouds and rain at times, the high 64. A stray evening shower, mostly cloudy overnight and turning cooler, low 36. Cloudy and not as warm tomorrow with periods of rain, high 49. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Hey, it's Andrew Filipponi. Guys, the best thing I did in 2025 was get a new garage floor from Comer and Cross. It completely transformed my garage. It's given me new space in a new room in my house. I can't believe I waited as long as I did to get in touch with the great people at Comer and Cross. But hey, better late than never. And right now, they've got their preseason sale going on. Comer and Cross, you're going to get a phenomenal price, and they're going to install it when you want it on your terms. They make it so simple. It's cold outside. They're going to take all the stuff out of the garage for you and secure it so you don't have to do it yourself. They fix all the cracks perfectly. And the best part is all of this gets done, and I know from personal experience, in one day. So go with the pros at Comer and Cross. They don't subcontract out. Call them now at 1-800-NEW-FLOOR and lock in your preseason price and installation when you want it. That's 1-800-NEW-FLOOR, 800-NEW-FLOOR, or go to COMERcross.com.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you've been injured in a car accident, call America's largest injury law firm. For over 35 years, my mission has been to deliver more for our clients, to deliver more for you. Injured? Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
Have an issue in your community? Talk about it now with Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Crazy. I want to play this sound again. This is dangerous. This is where political rhetoric can turn into violence. This is ignorant. This just came out. This is the DA. This is the DA in Philadelphia. Listen to what he says about highly trained federal ICE agents trying to do their job in Philadelphia, one of the largest cities in America. Listen to this crap. Man. Oh. So he's the judge and jury. He decides. So anyone with ICE thinks, man, that guy's going to arrest us. Then comes the sheriff right behind him. The sheriff of Philadelphia. Listen to her. Crazy. Listen.
This should not have happened, but we're here today. Let know that law enforcement professionals, real ones, not the fake made-up ICE, probably Trump's new army to attack citizens of the United States. Did you hear what I said? No law enforcement professional wears a mask. None. Those that come into our communities wearing a mask to commit crimes, thank God for our district attorney, Larry Kraftner, who said he's going to lock them up. And I'm saying now, we are not going to whisk you away for them to hide your identity, because when you do it there, you get arrested there.
Wow.
No whisk away for them to hide you. None of that here.
Wow.
None of that here. Law enforcement professionals do not shoot at moving vehicles. I'm not saying fleeing, because she wasn't fleeing. She was getting out of the way. Law enforcement professionals do not stand in front of moving vehicles invoking an action that is illegal. No, we don't. And so we stand here today with all those who stand against the made-up, fake, what you can call ICE, professional law enforcement. I don't call them none of that. I call them made-up, fake, wannabe law enforcement. Because what they do is against not only legal law, but the moral law. So I'm with the DA, and we will work with them. If any of them want to come in this city and commit a crime, you will not be able to hide. Nobody will whisk you off. You don't want this smoke. Because we will bring it to you.
That ain't right, ma'am. That's the sheriff. Rochelle, I apologize if I'm butchering the last name. Bilal, B-I-L-A-L, I apologize. She called them fake law enforcement. She's going to arrest them. And then the DA just backed her up, said, I'll arrest your ass. Wow. Folks, this ain't how it's supposed to work. This is bad. I had to ask my boy Jim Kliggensmith, 40-plus years in law enforcement. My man, this is dangerous as hell, is it not?
She's a psychopath,
right,
a complete psychopath.
Come on, man.
That's infuriating. Like, what are we doing here?
What are we doing?
Like, she's supposed to toe the line. You know, she's the the middle ground, okay? She's in law enforcement, but she don't have a law enforcement bone in her body. She's a gross, disgusting person. She is gross.
So she
absolutely
just told
gross.
everyone in ICE that they're fake, and she's going to throw them in jail.
Yeah, and the public's out there listening to it, cheering it on, getting ready, loading up their cars to get ready to fight.
Right on.
This is a motivator to incite riots and incite more action. This is an instigation to drive the woke agenda.
That's true.
Okay? I don't care if you believe in the law or not, but you better respect it, and you need to honor it, okay? Like, she's a law enforcement officer. She's gross.
Did you hear the DA said the same thing?
Yeah. I don't know how they're figuring this all out. You know, they're the judge, jury, and executioner from Philadelphia over a video that I saw. What happened to, like, waiting a little bit of time till we get all the evidence together and we can proceed forward? And
Vance is no better. He was also the same inflammatory crap. However, he's not law enforcement, and he's not telling ICE agencies he's going to arrest them. That is just ludicrous, sir. That is...
I can't... Man. I don't even know what to say. I can't believe I just heard that.
I can't believe that.
She's an absolute... She's a psychopath.
She's the sheriff of an area of over, 3, 4, 5 million people.
Yeah, she's not the sheriff. She's a placement. That's what she is. She got probably appointed.
The DA said the same. Play the DA again real quick, buddy. This guy.
I can't even get over that.
Hold on, Jimbo. Listen. That's crazy. Wow. So now, my thing, Jimbo, is he's deciding what the crime is. He's deciding who he's going to arrest. He's now judge and jury before any trial, nothing. This is scary stuff, isn't it, sir?
Yeah, he's the DA, and he's the judge, jury, and executioner. So he determines what happens on the street. He's going to determine what's going to happen in the courts, and he's going to determine what the penalty's going to be. That's not how the system works.
It isn't.
That's not how the system works. They're going to all end up in federal court, every one of them. They start arresting people.
We better hope no one gets hurt. We better hope no one gets hurt or killed, or there are riots.
They're trying to get the people wound up.
They are.
Honest to God. Does it not seem like they're just instigating? And then you got this idiot. She's probably got 10 million views on YouTube and all that other crap.
No clue.
Okay? And then you got every idiot basement YouTuber and social media goof feeding off of this. And then they're going to pump it out and twist it and use it as a motivational tool.
Shapiro needs to lift up his phone and give someone a phone call. Say, you need to chill out, brothers and sisters.
This guy's running for governor, and they're gonna blow up his whole election.
Forget that. I'm worried someone's gonna get killed.
Yeah. Like, where are the adults in the room? Where are they at? Where's our leaders?
I don't know.
What are we doing?
What are we doing?
You know, and now Corey's not going to support. I heard after I got off, the guy said that Corey is not going to support federal agents with the city police. What is he doing? What are we doing here?
The great divide, brother. Thanks, Jimbo.
It's yes, sir.
Wow, that is sketch, brothers and sisters.
Listen to the Marty Griffin Show on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-507-9701. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-507-9701. That's 800-507-9701. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
Hey, folks, it's Marty Griffin. This is important stuff. Health insurance options. You got to talk to my friends at MediConnect. They're changing the game in health insurance. Individual coverage to Medicare. They ensure that you get the most while paying the least. I've seen it. They connect you with all the insurance options in our area. Their loyalties lie with you. Their services are free. Don't call the carrier. Call MediConnect. 888-818-6334. Please, tell them Marty sent you. It's the 12th night, the end of the Christmas season and beginning of Epiphany. Oakmont Bakery kicks off this season every year with Punchki. Spell that twice backwards. All flavors. Cherry, blueberry, vanilla, chocolate, cream, peach, maple bacon, raspberry, strawberry, coconut dough, coconut, peanut butter, custard, prune, lemon. Order them online. Call ahead. Get your Mardi Gras started. Open every day, 6 a.m. Delicious.
Join Mark Patrick Hypnosis and lose the weight or stop smoking. Only $59.99. Weight loss hypnosis Sunday, January 11th at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, Pittsburgh, Weston Green Tree at 11 a.m. Stop smoking hypnosis at 2 p.m. Sign up at markpatrickseminars.com. Walk-ins welcome. Register 30 minutes before.
I'm Piera Palazzolo, VP of Digital Marketing for the American Management Association, a company focused on the management training skills needed to enhance the careers of business professionals. We did our research when it came to the best companies for website development and chose AmericanEagle.com. And we couldn't be happier. AmericanEagle.com worked closely with us to understand the front and back end requirements needed to launch an e-commerce website that could handle the complexities of running thousands of seminars nationwide. Our robust new website and improved SEO saw immediate increases in site traffic and web revenue. If you're in need of managerial effectiveness and success, visit our website at amanet.org. If you're in need of a website that provides an unparalleled consumer experience, I highly recommend AmericanEagle.com.
Transform your business today. Dial 877-WebNow1 for a free digital consultation with AmericanEagle.com.
Huddle up for the big game, and no one does the big game snacks better than Coons Market. Everything you need for your team is waiting for the big game at Coons Market, a Pittsburgh and football tradition.
Vacations begin here at the Pittsburgh Travel Showcase, presented by AAA Travel. Visit the country's largest travel booking show January 23rd through the 25th at the David Lawrence Convention Center. It's a global travel extravaganza with convenient one-stop shopping. Meet top travel representatives. Book your next vacation on the spot. There's exclusive discounts, expert destination speakers, motor coach trips, and a travel store. Dream it, plan it, book it, experience it. Tickets at PittsburghTravelShowcase.com, where your vacation is waiting for you.
Everything you need, every time you listen. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
This should not have happened, but we're here today. Let know that law enforcement professionals, real ones, not the fake made-up ICE, probably trumps a new army to attack citizens.
Okay, so that's the
of
sheriff.
United States.
Cool. I want to play some of this stuff. This is insanity happening right now in Philly. That's the sheriff in Philadelphia. Listen to the DA in Philadelphia right before her. Crazy. That's it. Thanks, buddy. I can't buy into that. I can't support it. I can't. Bob, is that you?
No.
What do you think? Jump in on this.
Yeah, about these Philadelphia people and everywhere around. Where are these elected officials put their hand on the Bible and swear to who that they're going to protect us?
Right.
This isn't right. They're not doing their job. But
No way.
That's all I'm going to say. That's all I'm going to say. They stood right in front of everybody and said they're going to do it, and they put their hand on the Bible. Shame on them.
They should be ashamed. He nailed it, man. He nailed it. Bob, frightening. 40 years in law enforcement. Frightening, sir, isn't it?
beyond frightening. I would never thought we'd ever come to this point. People have to realize Philadelphia, there's only one police department for the whole Philadelphia city and county combined, which is the Philadelphia Police Department. So these nitwits have the sheriff's department out there, and let's say, and they're going to arrest these ICE agents. Everybody's got guns. They both call for help, and you're the Philly cop that shows up.
Oh, my.
Now what?
Oh, my.
I mean, this somebody in leadership, like the governor who's really running for president, just step in.
You better.
I mean, this is insurrection beyond anybody can possibly ever imagine.
This is bad, Bob, bad.
No way good.
Oh, man, thanks, brother. Man. It's crazy. And dangerous as hell, man. It's just dangerous. Mike, go ahead.
Yes, Marty, thank you for your show. I wish you and your family great health. So real quick, I'm a common sense Democrat, and I will tell you those comments that you just played recently, if Obama or Biden or Harris was in the White House, those comments would never be made.
Wow.
Against ICE. That would never be made.
Wow. It's true.
Same thing Corey. Corey would be he would have all the support if this was
you're right. No,
Biden or Harris.
By the way, you're right. How could I argue with that?
It's very political.
It is.
Plus, one other thing, for Connor to say he's going to allow all these, illegals, especially what if they're criminals? What if they're rapists, child predators, murderers? So he's going to let them all in here?
No,
yeah, that's what he's saying.
Yeah, it's problematic, brother.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Very insightful. My man nailed it. I don't know. And couple this with J.D. Vance. You have any of his stuff still, brother? He's just as nuts on the other side of it. He went off.
Very ICE officer nearly had his life ended, dragged by a car 6 months ago, 33 stitches in his leg. So you think maybe he's a little bit sensitive about somebody ramming him with an automobile? What that headline leaves out is that woman was there to interfere with a legitimate law enforcement operation in the United States of America. What that headline leaves out is that woman is part of a broader left-wing network to attack, to dox, to assault, and to make it impossible for our ICE officers to do their job. If the media wants to tell the truth, they ought to tell the truth that a group of left-wing radicals have been working tirelessly, sometimes using domestic terror techniques to try to make it impossible for the President of the United States to do what the American people elected him to do, which is enforce our immigration laws.
He, in essence, said that she deserved to die, the woman in Minneapolis. And that's just as bad. So here we are, stuck in the middle with you. I just hope this thing doesn't blow up further, because this could be really bad.
Cats are masters at using up their 9 lives, like chasing laser pointers into walls or jumping onto high shelves. But the one thing cats never do, text while driving. So be like a cat and protect your one and only life. Don't text and drive.
Don't drive distracted. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Here's the latest from the KDKA Community Message Board.
Vacations begin here at the Pittsburgh Travel Showcase, presented by AAA Travel, January 23rd through the 25th at the David Lawrence Convention Center. There's exclusive discounts and convenient one-stop shopping. Dream it, plan it, book it, experience it. Tickets and details at PittsburghTravelShowcase.com. PA 211 is a free confidential service available 24/7. If you're facing challenges with basic needs like food, insecurity, housing, or utility bills, help is just a phone call away. Dial 211 or go online to pa211.org to connect with local resources today. New to Rivers Casino? Join now and earn up to $1,000 free slot play. Stop by Rush Rewards on your next visit to start earning today. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Details at KDKARadio.com.
Crowded waiting rooms, 5 rushed minutes with the doctor. No real answers, just solutions that mask symptoms. For so many, that's what healthcare has become. In and out, no time, no connection. Just another appointment on the schedule. At Pittsburgh Sinus Centers, it's different. They take the time to listen, explain, and design a plan built around you. Because real relief starts with understanding what's really going on, not just treating the surface. From allergy testing to in-office sinus and nasal procedures, their experienced team uses the latest technology and a personal touch to help you breathe, sleep, and live better. Here, you're not just another number. You're the reason they do what they do. Discover a better way to feel better, one that's built around you. Pittsburgh Sinus Centers. Schedule a consultation today. Call Pittsburgh Sinus Centers, 878-231-4950. 878-231-4950. That's 878-231-4950.
From the Aetna Medicare studios.
Proud to be the voice of Pittsburgh. 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
Cloudy and 63 degrees at Pittsburgh International at 1:30. I'm Paul Alexander. There's a new leader at a powerful labor advocacy group. News Radio KDK's David Bolorado has more.
Delegates at the Allegheny Fayette Central Labor Council have elected John Galuska to replace retiring President Darren Kelly. For Galuska, it's fulfilling a lifelong dream of being a labor leader.
Because it's doing good things for working class people. You know, when you can get things done for, folks that are having a rough time or folks that are, being mistreated at the workplace or getting, negotiating a good contract for people, that's life-changing.
He's been AFSCME's district council director since 2019.
I've negotiated hundreds of contracts, and I've had people come up to me and cry after a ratification vote and told me I changed their life.
His 4-year term begins today. David Bolorado, News Radio, KDKA.
Steeler fans are packing Yinzer stores ahead of Monday night's playoff game. Owner Jim Cohen tells KDK Radio, the rush of shoppers keeps the Strip District humming.
When you add the amount of traffic you're going to get in January, this is going to kick our year off. And once we get to the Super Bowl, we have the draft.
Cohen says with kickoff just days away, Steelers Nation is making sure the city feels that playoff energy. Ever wish you had an option with the play-by-play announcer on your mute list without muting the entire game? That option may soon become a reality. News Radio KDK's Tamara Rush has details.
NBC is rolling out new technology that could change how fans experience live sports. The network's streaming platforms are integrating Dolby upgrades that promise sharper visuals, clearer dialogue, and more immersive sound, even during loud moments. But the biggest change may be control. NBC says future broadcasts could let viewers adjust audio levels themselves, turning announcers or crowd noise up or down, or muting commentary altogether. Executives say the goal is personalization, giving fans more say in how they watch the game. This is the type of innovation some fans have been clamoring for. The technology is expected to debut with the 2026 NFL season. Tamara Rush, News Radio KDKA.
A well-known bar on Forbes Avenue in Oakland is closing after more than 4 decades in business. Hemingway's Cafe announced Thursday it will shut down in May. Hemingway's opened in 1983 and became a gathering place for generations of Pitt students, alumni, and locals. A specific closing date has not yet been announced. On Wall Street, the Dow is up 229 points, and NASDAQ up 168, the S&P 500 up 42 points. KDK Radio News Time 1:32, our next update at 2 o'clock. I'm Paul Alexander, the voice of Pittsburgh News Radio, KDKA.
Hey, folks, it's Marty Griffin. You're going to get help here. What's stopping people from filing bankruptcy? My friend Harold Shepley has the answer.
So many times people, they want to pick up the phone. They know they need help, but they're afraid of losing their car, afraid of losing their house. They're worried about their credit, or they're just simply embarrassed. And bankruptcy helps you keep those things. We can get your credit back in just a few short months. And believe it or not, about half of your friends have already filed bankruptcy.
Check them out at ShepleyLaw.com.
We all hear the radio ads about the IRS. They tell you to be afraid, to be scared, and they try to frighten you into calling. I'm not here to do that. Tax Relief Advocates is different. TRA is here to tell you that if you owe money to the IRS, whether it's $5,000, $50,000, or $500,000, we have a solution. It doesn't matter if you're sitting in your car, at work, or with your kids. No matter where you are, call now. 800-511-5493. Don't lose hope. TRA can eliminate or reduce what you owe to the IRS.
Generous programs are now available that can give you a fresh start.
Our passion is taxes and helping individuals fix their IRS problems.
We have over 1,000 5-star reviews on Google and an A+ with the Better Business Bureau.
You don't need to be afraid of the IRS any longer. End your tax nightmare today by visiting us online at TRA.com or call 800-511-5493. That's 800-511-5493. Tax Relief Advocates. Real solutions for real people.
If you or anyone you care about is facing a family legal matter, call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL or visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
There's a lot on the line in divorce. This is Joe Cordell of Cordell & Cordell, the largest family law firm in the country, with over 35 years of helping clients navigate divorce. But being big doesn't mean less personal or less local. Our attorneys live and work in your community, and as neighbors, they understand the challenges your families face. Divorce touches all areas of your life: your home, savings, retirement, and of course, kids. So when you find yourself facing divorce, you need a partner you can count on. Visit CordellCordell.com to schedule your consultation.
If you or anyone you care about is facing divorce, contact Cordell and Cordell today. With over 100,000 clients served, we understand the challenges you're facing on a personal level. Call Cordell and Cordell today at 1-855-GET-LEGAL. That's 1-855-GET-LEGAL. Pittsburgh and Cranberry Township. Joseph Cordell, licensed in Missouri and Illinois.
This is the story of the one. As an HVAC technician, he and his digital multimeter are in high demand. So when a noisy office HVAC turns out to be a failing blower motor, he doesn't break a sweat. With Grainger's easy-to-use website and product information, he selects the product he needs to keep everything humming right along. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
The KDKA AccuWeather forecast is brought to you by JP Roofing and Siding, Pittsburgh's #1 Platinum Preferred Roofing Replacement Contractor. Call 412-829-7711.
Cloudy, breezy, and quite mild the rest of today with intermittent rain, high 64. Any shower threat ends this evening, then cloudy and cooler overnight, low 36. Tomorrow, cloudy and not as warm with rain at times, high 49. For AccuWeather, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg, 100.1 FM and AM 1020 KDKA.
I'm Ultima Morgan. Every year, almost 30,000 babies in America are born with birth injuries. It's every parent's worst nightmare. If your child suffered a birth injury, please call our firm to find out if we can help.
Visit forthepeople.com for an office near you.
The KDKA radio text line is driven by Kenny Ross Auto Group. Find your best deal and Pittsburgh's best warranty at kennyross.com.
Hi, this is Larry Richard. Join us on Wild Card Weekend, Steelers Playoff Monday, 5:30 until 10. Everything you need to know to get ready for the big game right here.
I wouldn't want to be an ice agent right now. I wouldn't do it. No way. No way. Who's the enemy? Don't know. Meantime, Dr. Jess from Physical. What's up, my dear?
Hi, Marty. How are you doing?
Tell us a good story. Make us smile in this new year. Tell us a success story, please, Jess.
Well, let's see. One of our newest success stories I'm trying to think of. We've had so many wonderful patients coming into our clinic over the past couple of days and even months, honestly. Marty, you missed our second birthday. We just celebrated our second birthday at the clinic here in December. So we've officially been open for 2 years. But one of our most recent ones is we had a patient who was traveling with her family for Christmas.
Yeah.
And she came in here because she was originally experiencing some falls at home and her family was concerned, and so was she. So she worked with our wonderful Dr. Diana on helping to improve her confidence, improve her balance, and improve her leg strength. And thanks to the confidence that she was able to get through working with Dr. Diana, she was able to go on vacation with her family over the Christmas holiday without any fear, without any concern for her falling. She made it through the airport with a little bit of help from the airport security. She got a wheelchair. However, she was able to get on the plane. She was able to walk around down in Florida with very little issues with her balance, and her family was not concerned about her falling while she was there.
So what process did you take her through to get her to that point?
Everybody is different. So our doctors of physical therapy will do an evaluation with somebody and we'll determine what their deficits are. Now, we could go straight into balance training and say, okay, let's step on a foam pad, let's go over a hurdle. And there's not really a rhyme or reason to that. But what we do is we take the patient into consideration and their goals. So we evaluate to see if her legs are weak, if her hips are weak, and then we go through, we create a home program for her, make sure that she is staying up on her home exercises. And then we're doing the more challenging things here for her that are important to her. And we base that off of physical's paradigm itself, where we do very specific balance tasks meant to challenge the patient and their sensory system so that they can get their confidence back.
Hey, Jess, how old?
I believe in her 90s.
No. Wow. So you can help someone in their 90s.
We have patients we have young as probably 12 years old in here right now and as old into their 90s right now. Physical therapy spans the entire lifespan.
Wow. So hold on. Reinforce that. So you can improve muscle and balance, all those things in your 90s.
Yes, you can. You just have to try. So that's usually what we tell people is you come in and give us a shot and try physical therapy out. You're going to see improvements. I have a patient that I just evaluated on Monday, Marty, because she fell off the bicycle whenever she was hanging out with one of her friends.
How old?
And she's in her 60s, actually.
Tell me how she fell off. Help me with this. I love this stuff.
She just didn't have the balance. She was on the bicycle. She was riding it, and somebody was coming towards her, and she couldn't swerve the bicycle to avoid that person. Wow. So she fell off of the bicycle. So she came in here because she accepted and she understood that falling is not a normal part of aging. Wow. And that's something that we like to stress to people too. Falls are not normal.
Nice.
You don't have to accept falling. You don't have to fear falling every single day. That's not normal. Falling is not a normal part of the aging process. So what we did was she came in, I did an evaluation with her. She has very high level balance, so we made sure to challenge her, and we did our neuropathy treatment on her as well because her feet are numb.
Oh.
So she had
From what, Jess? From what?
Diabetic neuropathy.
I see.
So she came in today, Marty, and she said, I love that neuropathy treatment, and I didn't know that I had so many balance deficits. Wow. So put me through the ringer, and by the end of her session today, she broke a little sweat, she felt tired, and she was excited. She's excited to come back next week.
Love this stuff. Dr. Jess at Physical, 412-457-8200. 412-457-8200. Do people blow it off over the holidays and kind of lose track of their plan? Do they need to get back into it?
They definitely do. Yeah. Everybody does need to get back into it. We've been tracking down some of our patients that have been traveling for the holidays, and we're getting them back in here because we know that they've had some slip-ups here and there. Just this week, one of our patients was gone for the holiday, and he came back in on Tuesday, and he got in our harness system, and he was like, I can clearly tell I wasn't doing my exercises or doing any balance training over the past 3 weeks because I feel terrible right now. I can't do the simple things that you guys were having me do before I went on my break.
Hey, Jess, do people trip and fall over their pets, the dogs, the cat? Does that happen?
Oh, yes. We have a handful of patients that have tripped over their pets that are in here.
Right?
Yep, they've tripped over their pets on the stairs. I've had one gentleman who's put a hole in his wall because he tripped over his dog. We have another gentleman whose dog has pulled him down a hillside. So we're strengthening their legs so that they can go downstairs without that fear of falling over their pet. They can pull back against the leash if the pet's pulling against them as well.
Wow, Jess. People don't understand how weak they can get if they don't do anything, right?
Exactly. It takes one day of being sedentary and not moving in order to lose muscle mass that took you maybe a month to gain.
Wow. He fell through a wall.
He fell down the stairs into the wall because he tripped over his dog.
Oh, gosh. How old? I always ask the age because I want to understand if you can recover in a certain age.
70s, I believe, actually.
Wow. And you helped him.
Yes.
So my point is, don't give
we
up.
want to help all of our patients.
You can't give
Never
up.
give up, Marty.
Yeah.
Never give up, Marty. I completely agree with you. People can't give up. We have so many people coming in here who felt that they have given up, and they walk through our doors. And the moment they walk through those doors, they feel a difference in our clinic compared to other physical therapy clinics. They feel the love that we have for our patients, and they see the difference that we're making in other people's lives.
Dr. Jess at Physical, 412-457-8200. Hey, do most people fall at night in the dark, kind of moving around?
Yep, they usually do. They're not turning on lights whenever they get up to use the bathroom.
Yes.
They don't have night lights, or they're wandering around their house in the early morning hours.
Yes.
They don't want to turn the lights on to interrupt their spouses.
And you tell them what?
And I tell them to get some night lights or to turn on some lights, or some people will even install little lights on their walkers, kind of like it's a little headlamp or like a headlight for their walker.
I love this. Dr. Jess, Physical, 412-457-8200. Thanks, my friend.
Thanks, Marty. It's glad to have you back.
Man, I love talking to her because she offers hope. And I wanted the ages because I don't want you folks to give up, ever, no matter what your age is.
Listen to KDKA Radio on the Odyssey, iHeartRadio, or TuneIn apps.
Hi, it's Brian Quaranta, host of On the Money, every Saturday morning, 8 to 9 a.m. on KDKA Radio. Retirement planning doesn't have to be stressful. Each week on our radio show, On the Money, I'll guide you through topics like building retirement income plan, minimizing taxes, and protecting your hard-earned savings. Join me this Saturday from 8 to 9 a.m. on KDKA Radio. Let's make your retirement plan as simple and stress-free as possible. That's On the Money, where retirement planning meets peace of mind.
Come with me to Get My Invisalign. They walked me through everything I needed to know. How long it'll take, how it works, and what to expect. Then it was time for the real part. They put on the attachments, they blend in with my teeth, they help the aligners grip your teeth and move them the right way. It felt a little weird at first, but honestly, not bad at all. They popped in my first set of aligners, showed me how to take them out, and that was it. I'm officially part of the Invisalign Club. I even wore them at a football game, super comfortable and easy to talk with. For someone who's always filming on the sidelines or covering sports nonstop, this fits my lifestyle perfectly.
It's the KDKA Radio High School Basketball Game of the Week, powered by Bowser Chevrolet. Every Friday at 6, we bring you the best players, the best sounds of the game, and the best matchups in the WPIAL. This week, Mount Lebanon hosts Imani Christian Academy, presented by Invisalign. Allegheny Health Network Sports Medicine, official sports medicine of high school basketball, and brought to you by tobacco-free Adagio Health. Only on 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Join Mark Patrick Hypnosis. Lose the weight or stop smoking, only $59.99. Sunday, January 11th, the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, Pittsburgh West and Green Tree. Weight loss hypnosis starts at 11 a.m. Registration 10:30 a.m. Stop smoking starts 2 p.m. Registration 1:30 p.m.
This is Stephen Barry Ehrenrich from Petite. Traditions are passed down from generation to generation. And at Petite Kitchen and Bath Design Center, we have a tradition of making customers' dreams come true.
Over the years, 3 generations of our family have worked with countless customers. We've listened to their ideas and then developed designs for their kitchens and baths.
And speaking of traditions, we've also had the unique privilege of creating generations of satisfied customers the Petite way.
They've seen that upgrading a kitchen or bath adds value to a home and makes it more desirable. And we can do the same for your home with the best designers and installers in the business.
Come visit our newly remodeled showroom. The response has been overwhelming.
Petite Kitchen and Bath is on Route 50, just off the Carnegie exit, or call 412-279-2222. That's 412-279-2222.
Haven't you waited long enough? PA 625.
He's live, he's local, he's Marty Griffin. 100.1 FM and AM 1020. KDKA.
Do you understand the enthusiasm Pittsburghers have about the Steelers. Social media. It's crazy. I posted this little pic of this bottle of holy water. Okay? Official Steelers game day holy water. Okay? So far, 1 million people. 8,000 comments. If I'm lying, I'm dying. And 1 million people have viewed that. One more. I posted this picture, the Immaculate Holy Water t-shirt. 9,500 comments. Come on, man. 800,000 people. People can't get enough of it. I find it fascinating. I'm excited as hell. A little cynical, because they haven't exactly won, right? And not that you care, but I'm debating whether or not to go. Because here's what happens. If I go, I work Tuesday. So let me do the math. Game starts 8:20, right? So let's say 8:30. Over at 11:30, right, Patrick? Right?
Yep.
Home, 12:30.
That's fair.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Right?
Maybe.
With my system in overdrive, asleep by 1:30. Maybe.
Maybe.
Up at, I'm not complaining. I'm just debating. Up at 4:30 a.m.
You might have to sleep in till 5:30.
I might have to do it, man. You don't want regrets. And I think, to be honest, when my father was alive, I would take him to games. And it was just cool, man. You know those moments? And my daughters like football. How about that? And I'm thinking, whether they win or lose, that vibe, Patrick, you've been to these crazy games at night. It's insane.
Oh, it'd be amazing.
And you've brought your son for the very reasons I'm saying this, right?
Hey, if they win playoff game, that atmosphere is going to be insane.
Even if they don't, up until like the first half before you give up, people are going. It's for kids to see that have kind of cool, right?
It's very cool.
Yeah.
Hell, it's cool for adults.
What's it going to be in the 20s?
25.
I don't mind that. I might not wear a shirt. You know what I'm saying? Boom. Throw out the abs. I don't have no fat daddy body, believe me.
Are we going to get you a pony piercing?
Yeah. No. Me and Trevin going. You going, bro? You in? You in, dog? My man. He doesn't like the Steelers.
Share that with your family, though, man. I mean,
should we put a picture of him on social? He hates the Steelers and then set him out to the Wolves.
Who said that? I never said that.
I think you did, Patrick.
No, I never said that. I respect the franchise. I am not a fan, but I respect the franchise.
My man, I need your input on a serious matter. Because, my man, you cut up all this rhetoric. You do all the editing. Step back and give me your observation about how this is going to hurt America. Because I believe it will and has.
Honestly and transparently, performance is a reflection of leadership.
It is. On both sides.
Yes. I didn't take one side or the other.
No, man.
But performance is a reflection of leadership.
You know, I've been around you now, what is it, 6 months? You personally would never make those statements we heard from that damn DA. Ever.
I wouldn't make the statements you hear from the president.
That's what I'm saying. Or the vice president.
No, sir.
Or the mayor of Philadelphia.
No, sir.
Or the DA. Or the mayor of Minneapolis.
But that doesn't mean I wouldn't stand up and take a position.
Right on.
I just wouldn't make those statements. And being a public servant, even being a representative, you have a duty. You're held to a higher duty Your responsibility is higher. I'm a common person. You have to keep me calm so that we can make it happen together.
You know what, though? This is all theater, bro.
Of course. Well, Marty, really? Even with the public officials? You're thinking that's theater?
Hell yeah. Patrick, how many people responded to that sheriff on X?
Oh, my gosh.
Look real quick.
There are millions.
Millions.
Yeah,
So you're
there's
saying,
multiple posts, and they are
millions
eating her up.
It's all theater, brother.
So you're saying to me that a DA and a sheriff would make the comments to get clicks?
Attention. Drama.
Pats on the back from their own people.
Right, from the progressive left. Or Vance from the far right.
Man, I'm hoping that you are both so wrong.
I wish we were.
I can't agree with, again, and I'll leave it at this because it's your show, not mine.
Cue up that mayor. This is the one that started all
which
this.
mayor?
The mayor of Minneapolis. This is the one that started all this. People calling him a hero. And then he's complaining that we're complaining he used the F-bomb. He said, so I use the F-bomb and you kill someone. Okay. Mayor of Minneapolis. Dangerous stuff. This started all this rhetoric. Bad. Bad.
We're already trying to spin this as an action of self-defense. Having seen the video of myself, I want to tell everybody directly, that is bull. This was an agent recklessly using power that resulted in somebody dying, getting killed. There's little I can say, again, that'll make this situation better, but I do have a message for our community, for our city, and I have a message for ICE. To ICE, get the out of Minneapolis. We do not want you here. Your stated reason for being in this city is to create some kind of safety, and you are doing exactly the opposite.
Dangerous. That started it. Chris, go ahead. Thanks for hanging in there.
Yeah, I got a couple observations on that.
Please.
I think that lady was at the wrong place, the wrong time.
Yes, sir.
I think she was just trying to make a U-turn.
Yes, sir. Nah.
Her window was down, and she tried to wave the...
No. She was engaged.
No, her window was down when that ICE SUV pulled up, and she tried to wave him across.
Okay, but she was engaged in the protest, sir. She wasn't dropped out of the sky.
Well, I heard she just dropped her son off.
Okay, we're not doing analysis with you. This is part of the problem. Amateur hour. My deal is back off. I'll let law enforcement do the job and move the hell on. God bless that woman's kids. She's dead. My thing about her is, so that's the plan? You protest, you die? Tin soldiers and Nixon's coming. We're finally on our own. This summer I hear the drumming. 4 dead in Ohio. Sound familiar? Doesn't work, man. Could be your kid next, or your mother, or your wife. Regarding ICE, that ain't a job I would want right now. They can't win. And these are men and women that have lives, highly trained, high moral compass, want to do the right thing, want to make a difference, want to make a living. And the ICE agent that was involved in that shooting in Minneapolis is in protective custody with his family because there's a bounty on his head. Not right. We're on a very, very slippery slope, folks. And both sides are to blame. Both sides. Lighting everyone else on fire. And who wins? I don't know. You tell me, man. Who wins? Quit blaming Trump for all these idiots. Quit scapegoating Trump. He's got his own issues. And yeah, he says stupid things, but he isn't responsible for grown women and men saying dangerous, idiotic things. They can do it pretty well on their own.
It's the little things.